And hello again, and welcome everyone to Pathfinder War. Wait, War? Was it War? I always get the actual name of the game wrong. I think it was Wrath. Yes, Wrath of the Righteous. War is a little bit different. I'm sure we'll be doing a lot more Wrath than War, but who knows? Maybe we will be pleasantly surprised. After all, who doesn't need a bit of war in their fantasy? And honestly, that's the only place where war should be. Fantasy. Keep it out of real life, please. But yeah, today we will be going into a brand new game. And based on what I know of the type of game and what I've heard about it, I expect us to be stuck in the character creation screen for a few hours. Rightfully so for once. Now, I'm not... You have seen me. If you have seen me play or start games before, you know I don't spend a lot of time in the character creation screen. Because a lot of them are just fluff. It's just looks. And that's good. That's fine when I want to cosplay a character or something. But I would like it to have a little bit more influence on the actual gameplay and the story. Apparently this game does that, so yeah, I'll be doing a lot of reading. I have my drink ready right here. So, without any further ado, minus the fact that I cannot find it. Where did the game go? Oh, there it is. For a second there I thought I didn't install the game and I was about to throw a fit. It's here, it's fine, let's launch it. And while that may be actually, you know, selected so you can see the game. Assuming it's an option at all. Give me a sec. Okay. If you don't want to work like that, give me a second. Why don't you see it? Hold on, hold the phone. How do I do this? I'll just, yes, remove that. And let's add it back in. No, not that. No, it's also not that. Why does everything break? Why does everything break at the worst of times? No, it's also not. Did I just completely break everything? How did I break it? Also not that. Give me a second here. Oh, it kind of works. Okay, let me just, there we go. Just gonna have to order this around a bit, move it here and there, you know the drill. Okay, now down. I do not permit you to stand before me. There we go, that should be good. Okay. Now, without any further ado, I would like to say we shall begin, but the only thing we will be beginning is character creation. We will be doing the main story next. Difficulty. Now, I know the game is big. I know that much. I'm not sure if I want the difficulty higher, so we'll actually have a challenge and a proper show of how things go. Or go the complete opposite route and play for the story and story alone. I like how this is just unfair. Like the devs knew what they were doing with this one. Oh, and those who are not willing to suffer. And the character builds must be no less than perfection. Oh boy. Yeah, that sounds like pain. Let's not do that. Give me a sec. There we go. It's not recommended. I want to read the difficulty first. Oh, I can just override it. Never mind. I beat the dumb. More enemies than usual. Standard power. Wait, normal is less? Hold on, something's not... Damage your character suffers from enemies and traps is reduced. How is this the normal one? Hold on. Wait, Des, I don't think you understand what normal means. You cannot have normal and say, oh yeah, this one deals less damage than what's normal. Your character will not die after suffering a deadly injury for the first time. Instead, it'll be afflicted with death's door. Daring. Core. More enemies than usual. Standard power, inflict the usual damage. Your character will die. Okay. If the main character dies, it's game over. Alright. I think I see the trend here. You know what? Since I do want to kind of progress in this, see what the game is all about, we'll go in normal for now and see where things takes us. It might be to an early grave, or it might be to hilarious circumstances, whichever the case. I assume these are... Yeah, these are pre-made characters right here. I remember going with... I think I went with one of them just to mess around with the settings a little bit right at the beginning. So I know literally the first image of the game. That's it. And I think I just picked the Slayer. I didn't actually redo any of them or create a custom one, so that's the part that we will be doing now, and will probably take up the entire stream. Oh boy. Create a new character. Create your champion from scratch. Choose their race, class, gender, alignment, customize their appearance, and finely tune their ability, skills, and feats. Yeah, that sounds good to me. I'm assuming this is just a portrait. Okay. We have the gnomes, the half-orcs, I assume. The elves. If this goes by D&D rules, I think these are the tieflings. Hello there, Zilius. Welcome. How are you? What kind of game this is? If you know D&D, Dungeons and Dragons, it's that kind of game. We are currently making the character, and I'm thinking I might just take a random portrait and change it after we decide what character we actually want. Oh, this looks nice. Has a bit of a Bloodborne vibe. Wait, foxes. Apparently foxes are an option for a character. Interesting choice. I'm not sure that was in D&D. This looks like a vampire. Oh, that's definitely a vampire of sorts. But yeah, this is, as far as I can tell, just the portrait. The actual options will be coming after this, and I expect the entire stream to be just me reading and understanding all of the options. Unless I find one that's literally dragon or narrator. If I find those, I'm going with those and I'll be happy. Now watch me find both of them and struggle over deciding which one. Because that's definitely an option. I'm willing to believe that that might be an option. We'll just pick that one. And now we have the... oh god. This is the alchemist. Oh. Oh. Do they all... oh. I see. All of these are different classes. I'm gonna have fun. Okay then. Okay, let's take this slowly. Oh my god, how many classes? Oh my... there's more. Are you kidding me? There's actually more. Hold on, I recognize some of these. Are these advanced classes? Able to spontaneously cast arcane spells of first level, knowledge arcane of 5. Okay. Draconic bloodline! Oh yeah, I'm gonna have fun with this. So, I remember Neverwinter Nights. I remember some of the advanced classes, and I do see some of them here. Such as Arcane Trickster, Assassin, Dragon Disciple, Eldritch Knight, Duelist. I don't think I recognize any of the others. So, oh boy. Okay then, let's get to reading. This is officially a reading stream right now. With just chatting elements. The Alchemist is an unusual class that employs a vast arsenal of handmade potions, extracts, elixirs, and even bombs. Bombs are a ranged area of effect weapon, the Alchemist's main weapon. They learn a lot of arcane spells, but instead of casting them normally, an alchemist prepares them as extracts. So basically he has a spell in a bottle type of deal. Which makes sense with how many bottles he has. Look at this. All of the bottles. And some extra, just in case. Chirurgeon? Surgeon? An alchemist who studies anatomy and uses this knowledge to heal is a surgeon. Or chirurgeon. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. So basically the medic man is this guy. Grenadier. Grenadiers train to exercise their talents in the thick of battle, even when not under the influence of their mutagens. They learn methods of combining weapon attacks with their alchemical magic, sacrifice skill with poisons in order to become more adept at using alchemical bombs or using alchemical items in conjugation with their martial skills. An unusual side effect of their skill at handling bombs and alchemical items with increased speed. Grenadiers mastered the ability to drink potions, elixirs, and mutagen quickly and safely, without exposing themselves to peril while doing so. Huh. Discovery. An incredible alchemical discovery. Okay. Individual discover more than once. Interesting. Not sure how the discovery works, but it is interesting. It sounds like you make a, I don't know, discover a random trait or item or stuff like that, or crafting recipe. That's what it sounds like. But that is definitely interesting. Incense synthesizer. Some alchemists focus their efforts on researching different kinds of incenses to aid them and their allies in battle against the forces of evil. Hold on, you have something removed from the archetypes? Incense fog. Around him to aid his allies, including himself. Huh. So you lose the ability to make mutagens, but you gain the fog thing. Did the others have that? No, the others didn't have something that... Okay, so some of these actually remove from your other skills. That's interesting. And the concept I do like. Metamorph eschews traditional alchemy, focusing on internal alchemy and the transfiguration of living forms. Adds class skills. Stealth. They gain stealth. Interesting. They no longer have bombs or throw anything. If I recall correctly, I think the game is not that new, but it's definitely not old. It's like the newest in the series of the Pathfinder PC games. And I also think I'm not certain, so don't quote me on that, but I think it got a big DLC a few days ago. Maybe a week or two. So it's new-ish, so to say. It's definitely not very old. I'm fairly certain it's not that old. We'll just say it like that. Preservationalist. It's an alchemist who keeps preserved specimens in bottle and releases it. Hold on, can I just have go around? Is this a Pokemon class? Hold on, I just realized what this is. This is just a Pokemon trader. Instead of balls, you have bottles. Look at the description. You cannot tell me this is not a Pokemon trainer without the name and the balls. Keeps preserved specimens in bottles and releases them to aid him in battle. This is just a Pokemon trainer. Oh my god. I'm done. I'm gonna have this smile on me the entire day. There's nothing that can take this smile away from me. We literally have a Pokemon master in here. Trying to embark on a righteous quest. To capture them all. Sorry, I'm gonna attempt. Not accomplish, but I will try. Just for a second to stop myself from laughing like a hyena. Have a drink and then we'll continue reading. Okay, deep breaths, deep breaths. Don't think about that bloody Pokemon stuff. Oh god. Drunken Pokemon, yes. You see, that's how it works. In Pokemon, they are tamed when they stay in the ball. In here, you make them drunk, so they fight on your side when they come out. This is how they did it back in the olden days, before technology was a thing and the balls were invented. This guy, look. I'm not saying it is, but this guy might just be the first Pokemon trainer ever. And now that I said that, I almost want all the others to suck, so I can play the Pokemon trainer. If not, just because of this, I'm gonna play the Pokemon Trainer at some point on Steam, on stream. On Steam, stream, you know what I mean, live. There we go. Let's just go with live. Let's go with the others and see what's on offer. A vivisectionist studies bodies to better understand their function. Unlike a surgeon, a vivisectionist's goals are not related to healing, but rather to experimentation and knowledge that most people would consider evil. Yeah, English is hard sometimes, especially when it's not your first language. And for many, it's not even their third, so kudos to anyone who can handle that. Not to mention that a lot of people, myself included, while we did study English in school, most of it was self-taught. Like, the level of English I speak right now isn't that different from the level of English I spoke before I actually, before I actually took lessons in English. And the reason isn't that they didn't teach well, it's just that I learned pretty decently before that. Not to mention that my mom especially, she helped me a lot with understanding the language, and she's very, very fluent in it. Also has had various conferences, meetings, whatever in the English. And yeah, it really helped me a lot. Arcanist. This is something completely different. Arcanists are specialists of arcane magic. They apply a wide array of spells that make them useful in a lot of different situations. After resting, they choose a limited amount of spells they can use that day. Arcanists are capable of making their spells more powerful. Ooh. Also, I forgot to do this, but we have some features and abilities here that I think are pretty important. I should probably read as well. And I think these apply to most of the alchemists. So, bombs. Bombs are a special kind of ranged attacks that most commonly hit in an area. Bombs ignore some bonuses to the target's armor stats, so they have a better chance to hit than regular weapon attacks. Different way to say it, a bomb isn't specifically thrown at someone, it's thrown to whatever is in the general vicinity. And it usually will hit. Bombs can inflict a large variety of effects, from damage to blindness to dispelling magic effects. Okay. Mutagen. This is a kind of special potion that allows the alchemist to empower some of their abilities for the price of weakening the others. Mutagens serve to specialize the alchemist for a certain combat style, such as assault, defense, or ranged combat. Okay, so kind of like mutagens in the Witcher world, in a sense. And spell extracts. Alchemists are scientists who wield magic, but instead of casting spells, prepare them in a special kind of potions, extracts. Most extracts provide some kind of empowerment. After some advancement, an alchemist can gain the ability to share their extracts with their allies. It's interesting that you can just hand over the potion and be like, here, drink this. I'm sure there's a lore reason for why, but we shall see. Maybe you need an iron stomach to eat one of those and not immediately shit yourself mid-combat. That would be inconvenient. Like, think about it. Your paladin is like, give me iron skin extract now. We need it now. I'm not gonna tank it without it. You're like, but you're not prepared. I haven't made the effects bearable for mortals. Just give me the potion, drinks it, immediately shits himself mid-combat. And then doesn't block it, and then the entire party is wiped. Oh my god, that's a scenario waiting to happen somewhere, somehow. And I'm sorry for the person who's gonna be hit by it. Okay, I read that part. Spellcasting. After resting, an arcanist chooses a limited number of spells to cast this day. They can cast the chosen spells in any combination. The same one many times, or different ones one time each. Oh. Okay, that's interesting. So I can either cast Fireball 3 times, or I can do Fireball, Ice Ray, and Shrink Person. These are just examples, by the way, from my knowledge of D&D. I have no idea if they are classes the same cycle of spell, same rank or whatever. Arcane Reservoir. An Arcanist possesses an innate reservoir of arcane energy they can use for magical abilities and empowering their spells. Arcane Reservoir points can be replenished by resting or by sacrificing a prepared spell. Hold on, now that's interesting. So that's a different resource compared to the number of uses I have on spells. Exploits. Arcanists learn exploits that let them duplicate symbol spells or effects of feats by expending points of the Arcane Reservoir. Oh. Huh. When I read that, what first ran into my mind was the spellcasting in Overlord. Because often you'll just hear Ainz going triple maximize magic, explode mine, or double obsidian sword, and it will actually make 3 mines or 2 swords depending on double, triple, and so on. That sounds like that. Huh. Okay, let's see something more specific. Brown Fur Transmuter. Frequently called brown furs, these transmutation-focused arcanists are known for transforming themselves into animals. Okay, so here's the part I'm confused. That's usually the druid, and the druid is right here. So the druid's right here. It can transform into animals, because I see wild shape right there. But apparently the arcanists can also do that? Are they different animals? I have so many questions, and I'm so happy with this so far. I haven't even... Look at how many things I have to get through, and I haven't even progressed past half of them. I haven't even read half of these. I need to stop being so amazed at stuff and just go. Okay, so what you realize is that these specialized arcanists excel at turning themselves and others into all kinds of creatures. Can I powerful change? Harness to empower her transformations. Okay. To bolster the spell. Okay. Share transformation. Can target other with the transmutation spells. Okay. Transmutation supremacy. To fully master the power of transmutation whenever she casts it as if it were an extend spell fee without altering the casting time or slot used. Okay. Whenever she uses a powerful change ability, the bonus is increased by 4 instead of 2. It can target in close range now. Alright. Eldritch Font. For some arcanists, the power bubbling from within is nearly too much to contain. To become adapted at shaping this magical energy without needing to bind it up in spells. Wait, what? What do you mean without needing to bind it up in spells? Explain? It's 1 additional spell slot for each level of arcane she can cast. Wait, how does this work? One additional spell slot, but reduces the number of spells. Oh my god, I just realized how this works. So, technically this means that I won't have as many or at all spells of a certain higher rank. but I'll be able to cast a lot of that rank. Potentially. So here's the thing. For example, I won't. This is just an example. Let's say I won't be able to cast any. I won't be able to cast my Great Magic Missile, but I'll be able to cast the power version of the normal missile that will end up being as good or better than the other one, using the slots for the other one. Okay, this probably makes zero sense for anyone who doesn't play. But this is awesome. And I have played Neverwinter Nights, which is a fairly similar game, so I understand some of the terminology used. This is actually cool. Okay, I need to remind myself to go faster. Some arcanists have innate abilities closely linked to nature. They use their intelligence to delve deeper into the secrets of the world. Nature magic. I'm sorry. His spells are still considered arcane and use intelligence modifier. Okay. So he just has a different type of spells. Interesting. Race prerequisite for this archetype. Gnome. Sure, because I want to read it. So only gnomes can be phantasmal mages. That's okay. I'm assuming there's several classes that require a specific race. The strong bond with fairies determine a natural predisposition of gnomes to the magic of the first world. By sacrificing time to learn the modern arcanist techniques, phantom mages become true masters of metamagic when it comes to the school of illusion. Okay. Alright, I see. Unlettered Arcanist. Some Arcanists store their spells as whispered secrets within familiars instead of on paper. Which spells? Follows a different arcane tradition. The witch spell list instead of the wizard and sorcerer spell list. So you basically gain stuff from witches? Oh yeah, witch is an actual class here. Huh. So instead of having the normal spells, you have the witch spells. That's interesting. And you gain a familiar as well. Though she does not gain a witch's patron. Okay. A white mage is an arcanist touched by a divine power and gifted with the ability to heal others. Okay, I'm gonna guess this is basically your mage, but you said, I want to take the cleric's job. Okay, fair enough. Although to be fair, a cleric does need to pray to a god. But this guy basically says, I pray to no one, and I decide if you live or die. Spontaneous healing. Okay. To cast a cure spell, any spell with cure in its name from the cleric spell list as if it were on her spell list and prepared. Okay, so you can basically sacrifice your spells to cast the cure equivalent. Okay, that's easy to understand. Barbarian. Barbarians are melee warriors who plunge into rage to deal with the enemies a lot of damage. They move fast and have a lot of health, but are poorly armed. Poorly armored, why? Just put armor on, dude. It's fine. Seriously, just put a helmet, put some armor, you can strip it off your enemy, it's fine. As they advance, the barbarian gain immunity to some of the enemy's tactical advantages. Yeah, like having armor. Why not have armor, dude? I'm sorry, but this bugs me. This bugs me a lot. Why not just have armor, please? This is the stripper class. I'm officially dubbing it the stripper class until I'm convinced otherwise. Rage. Temporarily increases attack power, health, and the ability to resist hostile control. but also decreases defense. You already were basically naked. After the rage ends, the character gets fatigued and becomes even weaker for even weaker for a short time. Yeah, okay. Rage powers. The barbarian can choose passive or activated powers that make some of their abilities stronger while weakening the others, and only work while the barbarian is raging. Only one activated power can work at the same time. Okay. Uncanny dodge. This ability allows the character to react to danger faster than others. Thanks to it, they can evade a penalty to their armor class in some situations and become immune to some of the enemy's tactical advantages. Okay. Armored Hulk. Some barbarian... I get the feeling they just addressed the thing I was saying. Some barbarians disdain the hides and leather used as armor by most of their kin. Instead, they master the heaviest of armors and even those created by more civilized people to gain greater protection and stability in battle. Thank you! Dear God, was it hard? Me, 5 seconds ago. Just wear armor, dude, it's fine. Literally the first specialization. Okay, puts on the heaviest plate mail and is like, yeah, it feels good, I'm fine with this, this is nice. Oh my god, I need a drink. Still nothing to be the Pokemon trainer though. We shall see. Biskin Berserker. While some barbarians take on bestial aspects in their rages, the Biskin did I call it barbarian? Actually no, it said barbarian before. The Biskin Berserker descends so deeply into primal fury that she, okay, it's a she apparently, actually transforms into an animal. Actually, I'm pretty sure my race is neutral currently, but okay. Berserkers of the surface would often associate with predators such as bears or wolves and are sometimes mistaken for lycanthropes. Some barbarians shape-change into rampaging dinosaurs or megafauna. Excuse me? Can I become a T-Rex? Hold the phone, can I be a T-Rex? Crafting their armor out of hide and bones of their favorite animals. Hold on, if I see transform into dinosaur. Feral transformation. Medium wolf. No. Bigger. Medium leopard. I said bigger. Come on. Large bear. It's still going. Come on. Aww. I can... If there is an option to become a dinosaur, then I cannot see it and I'm very disappointed. Mighty range. I'm very, very disappointed right now. Unless the option is there and I cannot see it. In which case, fair enough. Instinctual warrior. Some people consider barbarians savages driven by rage and animal instincts. Instinctual warriors represent the opposite picture. They are concentrated fighters who are so adapted to controlling their rage that they can fight blind, relying only on a sixth sense. Okay, so this is basically the cold-hearted, you have done messed up, now I'm going to murder you. Have a nice day in the grave. I kinda like that. Invulnerable Rager. Not in my hands, that's for sure. Some barbarians learn to take whatever comes their way, shrugging off mortal wounds with ease. These barbarians invite their enemies to attack them, and use their pain to fuel their rage. So basically this is Cuckoo from, I think it was Irish myths? I might be mistaken, it might have been Scottish. It was something in the northern regions of Europe, I can't remember the exact place. But yeah, he was a legendary hero who was known for being very, very enraged all of the time. He's also one of the few characters in Myths and Legend to actually avenge his own death with his hands. That might be an interesting story, but I think I'll tell it when I play as the character in Smite sometime later, if I remember. Hello there, Echo, and yes, you wanna know how much in the character customization screen I am? You see this? I'm at this step. There are all of these steps that I haven't done. I'm here. I'm reading this part out of this. There's this left. And each of these has more. As you can see, there is a lot of reading. There is a lot of reading to be had, and it's hilarious. Like, I've already laughed my ass off when I realized one of the alchemists is literally a Pokemon master. I'm gonna let that sink in. One of the alchemists, let me find it, is a Pokemon master. Looks like 10 hours of reading stream. Hey, if it's this quality reading, I am fine with it. I hope you guys are too, because I definitely am. I will do my best to make it as interesting as possible. But honestly, when we are served with something like this, literally preserves specimens in bottles and releases them to aid him in battles. This is a Pokemon master, and you cannot tell me otherwise. Look at this, how the bottles are red. This is just a Pokeball before it was a ball. And you cannot tell me otherwise. But yeah, we were at the Barbarian. And I think the next one was Mad Dog. Here we go. The name for the wild savages who fight alongside the rabid dogs, Mad Dogs employ all manner of beasts as their battle brethren. Oh, so this is just the ranger with a pet. Yeah, animal companion. Okay, what companion can I have? Ferocious Trip. Okay. Oh, not as interesting as I thought. Greater Rage, Damage Reduction, Throat Cutter. Pack Rager. Barbarian rages can be a thing of savage beauty, exhibiting a lethal grace. While such uncontrolled displays of carnage often disregard group tactics, there are those barbarians whose rages inspire and spur on their allies during the ferocious dance of death. So basically these guys are so enraged, they're so ferocious, that they're just like, yeah, they are the kings of the battle party. That's how I imagine them. They're the ones who yell charge and everyone follows them into combat. I like it. Okay, the Bard. Bard is one of the best support classes in the game, wielding a lot of arcane spells. In addition to empowering the allies, they can heal them as well as control and weaken the enemies. Doomslayer, the class. I mean, to be fair, Echo, I think Doomslayer is... hold on, where was it? Yeah, I think it's this one. I think this is the Doomslayer. Some barbarians learn to take whatever comes their way, shrugging off mortal wounds with ease. And they invite their enemies to attack them and use the pain to fuel their rage. This is the Doomslayer class. This one right here. It even bloody has max movement, I just noticed. Yeah, this is definitely the Doomslayer. Okay, you know what? I'm kinda liking this a little bit. So we have the Pokemon Trainer and the Doomslayer. Bards are well versed in many skills, like disarming traps, and are especially good at passing lore and knowledge checks. Yeah, good point, even given that Doomslayer usually has no allies. Yeah, exactly. Exactly that. He fights alone, and is very, very good at it. He literally feeds off his enemies' pain and misery. He's very good at what he does. Performance. Performances most commonly help to empower allies, but they can also control or weaken the enemies. This ability has a wide area of effect. As a bard advances, they learn new songs with different effects. Bard talent. As a bard advances, they choose additional feats and abilities that make them more powerful in combat and more useful outside it. So basically kind of jack of all trades as far as I can tell. Archaeologist. You know, when you say bard, the first thing I think of is not archaeologist. I'm gonna be honest, it's not archaeologist. DJ, maybe. Dridge singer, perhaps. Snake charmer, sure. Flame dancer, okay. Tranquil whisperer, I guess. Bard mass debuff spell, Rickroll. Never gonna give you up, no, never gonna get you down, never gonna run around and desert you. I can just imagine a Rickroll bard just saying that. All of his party members are too annoyed to flee the battlefield. Thank you, I quite needed that. No strategy researcher, this archaeologist meets research head-on in the field. The archaeologist sacrifices the bard's inspirational performance for a smattering of rogue talents. And I got debuffed, well done. Excellent, it worked, I passed the performance check. I just realized this is just Indiana Jones. This is Indiana Jones the class. At higher levels it also works as a taunt. It might. It definitely has the potential for it. Additional effects and all that. But this is just the Indiana Jones the class. No inspirational performance, but a little bit of rogue tone in the archaeologist. Archaeologist luck. Okay. Take on fortune. Alright. Gives a bonus to stuff. And you remove Inspire Courage. Clever Explorer. Okay, dodge. Okay. Deadly Performance. I just read this skill, hold on. A bard of 20th level can use his performance to cause one enemy to die from joy or sorrow. Alright, actually, I think you are right. Although Lara can be sometimes a bit more inspiring, I think, than Indiana Jones, but you might be right. It might be more Lara Croft. But again, going back to this that's on screen right now, you can make a performance that literally kills someone from joy or sorrow. To be affected, the target must be able to see and hear the bard perform for one full round and be within 30 feet. The target receives a will save, some D&D stuff that I cannot describe or decipher right now, to negate the effect. If a creature saving throw succeeds, the target is staggered for 1d4 rounds. Okay, 1d4 I understand. It's 1 dice with 4 sides, 1 to 4, and you roll it, and whatever happens, that's how many rounds it has. I can understand that. And the bard cannot use deadly performance on that creature again for 24 hours. If a creature saving throw fails, it dies. It's just bloody dead. My god, that's... wow. To be honest, the description of the skill gives off strong Jin vibes. Yeah, it definitely does. I'm pretty sure Jin just has this specialized. Okay, Beast Tamer. Bards originate from a variety of backgrounds, including former shepherds, street charmers, and such. Those who find animals appreciative audience than humans, usually become known as beast tamers. Such bards can greatly enhance the abilities of their beastly allies through inspiring performances. Spontaneous summoning. Okay. Can channel stored spell energy into summoning spells that she hasn't prepared ahead of time. Any summon nature's ally spell of the same level. Oh, this is actually kind of good. You also get Beast Skull a number of times per day. Okay. The creatures. Creatures, plural. Can you have more than one? A beast tamer cannot have more than one summon spell active in this way. Okay. Fair enough. Summon nature's ally. Summons to your side a natural might. Okay. Argument summoning. Enchantment to strength constitution. I'm still hoping for one that's just like, yeah, I'm gonna summon a dinosaur. Come on, please. It's one of those ridiculous things in D&D that I just hope is possible. Okay, honestly, at Summon Nature's Ally 9, if that one cannot summon... Wait. Needed... Mastodons! And Hamadryads. Wait, so I can actually see what they summon. Hold on. What the... Don't go up without me placing you there. What does this one do? Oh, come on. Why does this one show me what it summons and the others don't? That's some BS. Also, this one has a lizard on it. Actually, wait, all of them have a lizard. God damn it. Okay, that's a scorpion, that's a snake, that's a spider. I'm gonna assume one of them just summons a dinosaur and I'm gonna hope for it. Dirge Bard. A composer of sonorous laments for the dead and elaborate requiems for those lost, yet long remembered. Dirge bards master musical tools and tropes that must appeal to the ears and hearts of both the living and the dead. Okay, that's quite a tall order. Hold on. Oh, wait. Echo, I present to you... Actually, no, not just Echo. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the greatest skill to have ever existed. The skill that every single team player desires they had. Inspire competence. Your allies suck, make them good. No, someone clip that. Someone clip that. Literally inspire competence. I just can't. I almost fell out of my chair. The skill everyone wants. Even the stream thingy had an error. Hold on, let me try it. Come on, it's summon, it's inspire competence, come on. Okay, it did it that time. Bloody inspire competence, what the heck? Even stream elements was like error 404, brain not found, need to laugh. Oh my god. I'm gonna have fun with this. I'm gonna have so much fun. I hope that's not the case, but I might have more fun reading all of the stuff than I am actually playing it. And I'm not even sure that's an issue. Not because the game will be bad, but because I'll have way too much fun doing this. Okay. Deep breaths. Flame Dancer. A flame dancer studies the movements of fire, adding its grace to his repertoire. He seeks truth in flame's burning essence, and uses his performance to unleash the power of fire against those who dare oppose him. Okay, I think that's pretty straightforward, if I'm being honest. Oh, flame dance. Okay. And gives fire resist. Flame dance gives fire resistance. Somehow I did not expect that to be the case. Don't ask me why, but I expected literally any other effect. Interesting. Thundercaller. Among the mystical leaders are those who speak for the spirits of the land, who bear the knowledge of the ancients, whose voices ring like thunder, calling the sky's wrath upon their enemies. Bound to the land. Okay. Lore checks. Lore nature checks to be exact, okay. We no longer have bardic knowledge, which is interesting. We lose inspire competence. Damn it. That's like the best spell. Just by the name. Thank you, Echo. I greatly appreciate it. Also, please make sure you have a link to that and send it to me as well, because I would definitely like to post it later. That is definitely clip worthy. So we lose Inspire Competence, but we gain Thunder Call. I was about to say Confidence. Confidence is not what your teammates need. They need competence. That's what everyone wants their teammates to have. Oh my god, but we do gain Thunder Call. To unleash a deafening peal of thunder, blasting an area, 10-foot range. Use meters, damn it, I have no idea how... Sorry about that. I have no idea how big 10 foot is. I assume it's medium, it's not that big. Sonic damage, okay. And increase it later on. Storm Call. Okay, yeah, that sounds a bit better. Inspire Greatness. Okay. Jack of all trades, already expected. And we do still have the deadly performance, which kind of makes sense. Tranquil Whisper. Some bards use their upbeat music to fire up their allies, but Tranquil Whisperers do the opposite. They play their soothing compositions to elevate any emotional pressure on their comrades and improve their concentration. Inspire Tranquility. Okay. So basically, the other guys are the rock band. This guy comes in with the lo-fi and the harp and plays some sweet tunes for the battlefield. I'm kind of okay with that. I would be okay with someone coming to a battlefield with a harp and just playing the most chill vibes ever as we annihilate the enemy. Blood Rager. You know, they expected you to be over with the Barbarian as one of their classes. But okay. Apparently something very different. Blood Ragers are Lofi Study Girl, the class. Yeah. Also, me. Hey, Blood Rager, you should be a part of the Barbarian, shouldn't you? No, I'm my own class. Description of the Blood Rager. Blood Ragers are Berserkers, aka the Barbarians. What are you doing in your own class, you bastard? You better have some cool classes, that's all I'm saying. Blood Ragers are barbarians who succumb to rage to increase their power in melee fight. Yes, that's what Berserkers are, damn it. They can use a basic set of arcane spells, okay, that's different. Mostly to empower themselves. As a Blood Rager advances, they gain immunity to certain... Okay, that's literally the Barbarian, come on. Bloodline. Each Blood Rager descends from someone who possessed innate magic. Dragons, fae, devils, etc. Okay, now Hello there, Atsa. The blue hair is not staying, just so you know. I have nothing against blue hair, I actually quite like it. Especially in anime. However, it's not staying, not on my character. Not on this character at the very least, we shall see about later. Also, you are a little bit late because... how do I say this? We are definitely not getting out of character creation screen this stream. I will be impressed if we pass all of the classes because look how many there are. And each of these, look at this. Look how many there are. I'm reading all of them. They are amazing. Like, look at this one. This one's literally a Pokemon trainer. This is literally a Pokemon trainer. The class. And I think there was one more. Where are you? Oh, not Bard. This one is literally Doom Guy. And I found a Bard that just comes in with chill, study, lo-fi tunes to help the party succeed. But yeah, we are currently on Blood Rager. It's been an hour, oh my god, it's been an hour and we already read 4 of them. Oh dear, this really is gonna take the entire stream, isn't it? Oh my god, this is gonna be a ride. Unless all of them from now on absolutely suck and are very boring. That's the only case we'll actually get through this in good time. Okay. So, Bloodline gives them a number of spells, feats, and unique abilities to choose from, and allows them to specialize in a particular style of combat. Okay, so that's different from the Barbarian. You need more tea for this, yes. Too much passion for it? No, not enough passion. More games need this amount of passion put into them. This amount of inspiration and creativity. More games need that. Guild Wars 2 has that. Like honestly, Guild Wars 2 has that. It's a bit harder to see, you need to know where to look, but it has that inspiration. That innate storytelling that's crafted into the world. This game has it in the characters, the abilities, and their interactions. As well as the story. We haven't seen much of the story, mainly because I'm stuck at the character creation screen. But imagine having a party made of all of these running around and doing stuff. Like imagine on one side you have the bloody Pokemon Master throwing, I don't know, spiders, snakes and other stuff he collected on his adventures at the enemy. You have the Barbarian who just jumps in. You have the Bard who literally plays the harp so nice. The enemies die from it. Like they die in pure bliss and happiness. They're so happy they're like, yeah, no, I don't need anything else. I have seen enough of the world. Peace. And they just drop dead. Oh, and if you think I'm joking, if you think I'm bloody joking about this, deadly performance. A bard of 20 level can use his performance to cause one enemy to die from joy or sorrow. I was not joking. It's literally here. And on top of everything else, Echo has already clipped this, but I feel like it needs to be stated again. Inspire confidence. Ever had those allies in multiplayer games that are just trash talking and doing nothing or quitting the game, or they just AFK? Inspire them with competence, so they are competent teammates and can help you win the game and have fun in the game even if you do lose. This is a skill everyone needs. I'm just gonna make a meme at some point. It will be just me, and I'll be like slapping the blackboard and be like, I know I said confidence, it's competence, okay? It just feels right to say confidence, not competence. I've seen so many games where it's inspire confidence And now I see the best version ever, and I cannot even say it right. And yeah, even in IRL, what, you're at work and everyone's, only 3 people in the entire section are doing their job, inspire competence. Now everyone is working, everything is fine, no overtime, you go home an hour early, but you still get paid for it. That's competence right there. It's what we should aim for. Oh. I am going to be playing this a lot. Initially I wanted this to be a one and let's see how it goes. No, I'm gonna be playing a lot. Just based on that. Just so I can make a quintillion memes of that. Okay, back to the Blood Rager so I can actually finish reading their skills. Wait, is the Blood Rage the same? No, this is Rage. And this is Blood Rage. This ability temporarily increases attack power, health, and the ability to... Okay. This is literally just the Rage, hold on. It's spelled a little bit different. This one weakens you for a short time, the other you become a little bit weaker and fatigued. I assume there's a difference, but it might as well just be semantics. Okay, let's get into the more specific stuff. Blood Rider. In the world's wild lands, a mount is an advantage in both everyday life and dealing with death. In many barbarian tribes, the true stature of a warrior is determined by his skill and ferocity on horseback. Other tribes measure it as a skill atop whatever terrible mounts their people employ. A number of Blood Ragers are not only skilled in the art of mounted combat, but have learned to channel their arcane energies directly into their mount. Whenever you use Inspire Competence, you can just... Yeah, get good. I'm gonna do that. When I play a bard and I have Inspire Competence, I'll just say, get good, as I cast it. Echo, thank you. Much appreciated. I'm stealing that. I'm gonna use that. Oh, God. This is going to be so memey. This is going to be the den of memes, I can already tell. Both are valid, yeah. They really are. Fast Rider. At pushing his mount to the limit, the speed of any mount he rides is increased by 10 feet, okay. He doesn't have fast movement, which is interesting. Blood Sanctuary. Okay. Animal Companion. Feral Mount. Ability functions as a druid's animal companion. The companion must be one he is capable of riding and suitable as a mount. Okay. Fair enough. So this is basically a mounted combat. Are we slowly going into picking a bar just so that we can meet on both enemies and allies? Maybe. Maybe. We shall see. Pathfinder, more like meme finder. I just noticed what I can change the name of the game to, and that's gonna be the title starting next stream. And I'm going to have a next stream of this, I can promise you that. But I'm going to name it Meme Finder, Rat of the Reddit. Instead of Rat of the Righteous, it's going to be Rat of the Reddit. I think it will be a fitting title for the amount of absolute memeing that will go on. Okay, so we have the literal Cavalier of Swords on a mount. That's interesting because I don't think I've ever played a D&D game where mounts were a thing. So, yay. Green Rager. Is he an environmentalist? Is he like, I'm going to rage, I'm going to beat the hell out of everyone, and I'm going to make them into fertilizer for this tree? Is that the thing we're going with right now? Typically, nature finds its greatest harmony with divine magic. But sometimes a connection with the natural world manifests itself through the arcane current in the veins of blood ragers called Green Ragers. These blood ragers fuel their eldritch heritage into abilities that allow them to call powerful allies from nature and empower them with their blood rage. Okay. Unfeathered Fury. Interesting, so he can move to any sort of difficult terrain at his normal speed and without taking damage or suffering any other impediment. We found a sort of cavalier on a mount. Literally the next class, Cavalier. Wait. No, this is not a Cavalier. This is a Green Ranger. It's different. I just saw what you mean. We found a sort of Cavalier on a mount. Literally the next. I didn't realize what Echo meant. Oh my god, this is... I'm gonna need a drink. Okay. What is even going on is that someone had a lot of fun here. You know those moments when you play a game and you're like, someone had fun making this? I get that a lot. And I can tell you this much. I can very often kind of tell, I don't know if it's just me, but I can kind of tell when someone had fun making a game. When someone found it a pain to make the game but still made it well. And when someone absolutely hated making the game and they just do it as a job to get it over with. I can kind of tell when that's the case. Because there is a certain spark, a certain little extra passion in it. When people really enjoy their job. And I can really feel a lot of it here. Okay, Mixed Blood Rager. I thought you were already mixed blood. Yeah, we need more people like that. We need more people like that in general, doing what they like. It's one of the reasons whenever I see people, VTubers in general, or just streamers or artists, whenever I see them doubting themselves, the first question I always ask them is this. Are you enjoying what are you doing right now? Or do you want to enjoy it at all? Do you find enjoyment in what you do? Do you find pride in your work? Because honestly, one of the biggest things that's required to succeed, and I'm saying that as someone who currently isn't successful by most accounts, but I used to be. Past mortal me, when I was just a YouTuber, I used to be successful. Like, I made money off YouTube, I had it well, I had the community and all that. They decided things weren't made to last like that, and a large part of it is my fault. I made some wrong choices, which I kinda regret. It wasn't the sort of choices where it's like, oh no, I made a bad choice. No, it's a different path. And I kinda wish I took the other one. If that makes any sense. But here's what I did learn. The thing that will get you the furthest isn't fast growth. It's not a lot of success. It's a determination to keep going. It took me 4 years before until I made anything off YouTube. 4 years. Let that sink in. But I did get there. And things were good. People were watching my stuff. I had fun making it. And one day I hope to reach that point again. Maybe it won't take 4 years, maybe it will take less, maybe it will take more. But this time I do have I know what is required. The dedication required, I know it. I've done it once. And I want to prove, first of all, to myself that I can do it again. That it wasn't just blind luck. That I did it that one time. Okay, that got a little bit too serious for my liking. Let's go back to the silly. Yeah, emotional music did intensify there for a bit. Sometimes the mixed blood make an unstoppable martial machine out of Blood Rager, forcing conflicting impulses on his mind. You're gonna go and clip that too? Okay then, I do suppose it's decent advice to some degree, so yeah, sure. It may take long, but it's always best to not give up and be proud of what you're doing. Yes, appreciate your work. I cannot state this enough. Take pride in your work. It might not be your best work. Hell, it might even be kind of bad compared to what you've done recently. But it's still something that came out of your hands, not someone else's, yours. That alone deserves a little bit of appreciation. Wait, bloodline removed and we get mixed bloodlines? Hold on. So each Blood Rager has a source of magic somewhere in their heritage that empowers his Blood Rages, bonus feats and bonus spells. Sometimes this source reflects a distant blood relationship to a powerful being, or is due to some extreme event involving such a creature somewhere in his family's past. Regardless of the source, its influence manifests in a number of ways. A Blood Rager must pick one bloodline upon taking his first level of Blood Rager. Once made, the choice cannot be changed. Okay, so it makes sense. You can't change how you were born. I can understand that. Also have do have a link for that clip as well. I don't like having stuff to share. I'm just bad at it. So yeah, this is helping me a lot. Thank you. Much appreciated. But yeah, you cannot change how you were born. That makes sense. The Blood Rager gains bloodline powers at 1st, 4th, and every 4 levels after. The bloodline empowers a Blood Rager. The bloodline powers a Blood Rager gains are described in his chosen bloodline. Okay. For all spell-like bloodline powers, treat the character as the character level as the caster level. At 6 and every 3 receives one bonus feat chosen from a list of specific to each bloodline. Must meet the prerequisites for these bonus feats. Okay, an additional spell from the bloodline. If the Blood Rager takes levels in another class that grants a bloodline, they must be the same type. Okay, that's a bit interesting, the same type. And this one can use his strange heritage to invoke powers of different bloodlines. Once per day he can choose a bloodline. Until the next time he chooses a bloodline, he gains all advantages of the chosen bloodline. Wait. Hold on, can I just have all of them with this? Can I just have all of the bloodlines? Wait a second. Am I understanding this right? Can I just have all of the bloodlines? Because if so, then this is a little bit broken. Or I'll find a way to make it broken. Oh, second mixed bloodline. Starting at 4th level, I can choose a second bloodline to invoke at the same time. Yep. Okay. Okay. I might take this. I might take this one. And there's a very good reason for that. I haven't explained it well in the lore, but the type of immortal that I am does have the ability to copy innate abilities from other races. So it's... This is... No, that we will also break the... Atsa, you know me, I'll find a way to break any game I play. The difference is, will I do it intentionally or unintentionally? And I kind of feel like doing it intentionally here. But yeah, lore-wise, this is kind of similar from what I understand. The 60-second limit screw with me. Ah. Oh. Again, Echo, much appreciated. Very, very, very much appreciated. Thank you. Okay, back to the silly before I get emotional again. Primalist. While Blood Rage powers come from the very essence of a Blood Rager's being and are often strict and immutable, some Blood Ragers tap into ancient traditions and primitive wisdom to enhance their Ragers with something more primal. The Primalist mixes his bloodline with more traditional Rage powers. Okay. Oh! Wait. Oh no, it's still the Blood Rage. Okay. So, primal choices. Okay, either his blood or 2 barbarian rage powers. Oh, okay. Can be used in conjugation with his blood rage. Interesting. Reformed Fiend. Okay, apparently we need to be a tiefling, aka the half demons. The teachings of Light God say that everyone deserves the right to redemption. Everyone except the demons. Classic gods. We love all of our creations. We forgive all of them. Except Carl, or except Lucy over there. Lucy over there has been a very naughty boy and he needs to go in hell. That aside, it hasn't been half an hour and I already found a use for the get good spell. Check Twitter in a bit. Oh no. Okay then. I shall do that as soon as I finish the stream. How do I say this? I don't want to ruin the flow, but at the same time, this is the sort of game where I'll ruin the flow myself enough. So I have to try and get myself back on track. Where was I? Oh yeah, the gods being racist against demons. That's where we were. Reformed Fiends are demons who have entered on the path of good, although they still look like the monsters in the eyes of most of the living. But no one will dare doubt that the rage with which they fight the creatures of evil is the force that the world needs most in these difficult times. Damn. Okay. I'm sorry, what? Okay, can someone explain this to me? This archetype removes bloodline, but it also adds bloodline. Is this a different type of bloodline? It's the same bloody description. What the f... Wait, RF. Oh, it's specific type. It's... I get it now. I think this is specific bloodlines to the Reformed Fiend. So I'm guessing they are different from the bloodlines that are normally available. I get it now. I'm smart. I can read and associate. Hatred against evil. This is basically the demon becoming the demon hunter. Okay, interesting. Spell Eater. Something different in the fine print, I guess, yeah. It's like, here, you have a very powerful creature in your blood. You turn the page and very tiny in the corner, it's like, but it's a demon. Where other blood ragers learn to avoid or shrug off minor damage of all sorts. Also reform. Sounds like Tyler 1 really echo. You had to go there. I mean, you're not wrong, but still. If I had any hope of my throat and voice recovering after this stream, it has been dashed and I'm okay with it. I'm having way too much fun. Where other blood ragers learn to avoid or shrug off minor damage of all sorts, Spell Eaters tap into the power of their bloodline in order to heal damage as it comes. And can even cannibalize their own magical energy to heal more damage and continue. Excuse me? Hold the phone. Hold the phone. Stop. That's illegal, sir. Sir, stop eating your own magic. Even Natsu from Fairy Tail isn't going that far. This is some Shaltir Bloodfallen level of BS. Like when she summoned her own familiars and leached HP off them. That's exactly what this sounds like. You can just summon familiars and then kill yourself with your own allies. That's cheating. Oh god. He's literally a spell eater. Yeah, but you don't eat your own spells usually. You know what this is? This is like the Orc Lord from the Slime Isekai. Getting his own hand to heal his entire body and the hand. That's not how that works, sir. Please stop. You can just eat yourself and heal, just heal it off. That's illegal. That's not how matter works. Oh dear god. Steel blood. Most blood ragers prefer light armor, but some learn the secret of using heavy armor. These steel blood around the battlefield, inspiring fear and delivering carnage from within a steel shell. Indomitable stance. Okay. Interesting. Weapon and armor proficiency. Armor swiftness. Armor training. More types of armor training, okay. Yeah, this guy took armor very serious. I can see that much. Okay, that's the Blood Ranger. So far the mixed Blood Ranger, I think is the most... I'm most tempted by this one, let's put it like that. We have the Pokemon Master, we have Doom Guy, we have the Lo-Fi Bard. I think the Spell Eaters are more of a, I have an OP heal spell, but I can only heal myself kind of people. No, that's just it, they don't even have a heal spell, they just eat their own magic. They don't even bother making the spell, they just nom 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 their mana. That should be illegal. Okay, let's go to the actual Cavalier this time. Oh, and they have Animal Companion. You know, at first I was like, why does the Cavalier have an Animal Companion? And then I realized, oh wait, it's the mount. I am dumb, it's obviously the mount they have an Animal Companion as. Cavalier is a warrior who has an animal companion, a faithful steed. Yeah, it's the mount. A faithful steed they can ride into battle. They are strong, Okay. Not sure why you had to highlight the strong part. Melee fighters who can also empower their allies. Animal companion. The character chooses a companion from the list of available animals. The animal companion can wear barding and gains new abilities as they advance. Okay. Order. Each cavalier chooses an order to join. Their order gives them ability to challenge an enemy, gaining advantages against them. Each order gives the challenge its own unique advantages. It also gives the cavalier additional abilities as they advance. What, like the Order of Dragon Slayers? Tactician. Gains bonus command feats. Okay. So we have the Beast Rider. The Cavalier is... I just saw something, and I'm hoping I'm right. The Cavalier is defined not only by his dedication to his order or skill on the battlefield, but also by his special relationship he maintains with his mount, where some Cavaliers are simply skilled with horses or well-trained knights. The Beast Rider spends his life in constant pursuit of the most perfect mount, forming bonds with greater, more powerful and more exotic creatures. So we gain a different animal companion than others. Okay. Cavalier Charge. Mighty Charge, Greater Banner. Supreme Charge. Can I see the animals, please? God damn it. It doesn't tell me what animals there are. Cavalier of the Paw. Only halflings. Okay, Cavaliers of the Order of the Paw pledge to defend halflings, halfling settlements and other innocent folk by patrolling the wilderness and seeking out possible threats to both individuals and whole communities. These Cavaliers hunt down potential danger with ruthless efficiency and determination that non-halflings find surprising and even somewhat alarming. Okay then. They don't have an order, that's interesting. Even though they are by definition of the Order of the Paw. I'm guessing you just don't pick your order in that case? Question mark? They have Giant Slayer. Okay. Disciple of the Pike. The Order of the Pike are renowned monster hunters, taking on large game using ancient weapon arts combined with modern equipment. The bigger they are, okay, the larger the creature than he. Okay, so the bigger they are, the harder they fall, literally. Oh, you don't have an animal companion. Interesting. Monster Hunter. Yeah, literally Monster Hunter, that's the trait apparently. They also don't have a banner. Fearsome Leader. They don't have the Tactician style, but they have Dazzling Display and Fearsome Inspiration. Fear is a good motivator, and some commanders use this fact to inspire their troops, preferring it to the usual approach. Oh! You mean the tyrants and the overlords and the bad leaders, I see, I get ya. Gendarme. What the heck is this one? The Gendarme cares less for the finer points of tactical precision than he does for the exhilaration of the charge, the rush of wind to his visor, the visor of his helmet, the feel of his... I don't know how to pronounce that. Couch lance, the satisfying shriek of armor giving way before his weapon's force, as the point drives past metal into his foes. This is literally just Kled from League of Legends. Charge! This is literally Kled. Knight of the Wall. Shield focus. The Cavaliers, known as the Knights of the Wall, revere a famous general who was crucial in the defeating of a powerful wizard king. Menagerie. Okay. So... Gendarme. No, it's gendarme then. I think. Okay, BRB. Okay then, Echo. I shall take a little bit to inspect this. Soul Shield. A Knight of the Wall adds a bonus equal to his shield. Bonus to armor class on will saving throws. Also, basically against magic. He does not include any enhancement bonus from a magic shield in this calculation. Okay. Defensive challenge. At 12th level, whenever a Knight of the Wall declares a challenge, his targets must pay particular attention to him. As long as the target is within the threatened area of the Cavalier, he takes a penalty on attack rolls against anyone other than the Knight of the Wall. Okay. Standard Bearer. Not all Cavaliers are content to ride at the head of a charge, leading from the front and facing down their enemies directly. Some prefer to stand away from the fray, their banners a beacon shining brightly over the battlefield, rallying their troops to victory. The Standard Bearer employs the banner of his order, his lord, or his own house to raise the spirits of his allies and warn enemies of impending doom. Okay, I found another thing that's from a different game. This is just any hero from the Hero series. Because they always stand in the top corner and their troops in front. They stand with the banner and their banner bearer holding the banner. This is literally that. Which again, I'm kind of okay with. Cleric. Clerics devote their lives to serving gods. Eh. That's my reaction as a god slayer, everyone. I do not like the gods. I make exceptions. I respect them, but I do not like them. There is a very specific difference there. You can respect people without liking them, by the way. That's very much a possibility. You can have respect for the work they do, for the effort they put into their work, and absolutely despise them at the same time. People are complex like that. And that's, after all, one of the beauties in life. They have access to the most powerful divine spells. A cleric's main role is to heal and empower his allies. Depending on their specialization, some clerics are also good at weakening enemies or smiting them in the name of their fate. You think atheism doesn't count? I mean, I don't know, maybe one of these clerics is an atheist. Maybe he doesn't believe in any gods, but has faith that none of the gods exist, and because of that he has divine powers. I don't know, we shall see. P.S. if I called it, I'm gonna want a clip of that one as well. Not gonna lie. Okay then, channel energy. Every cleric chooses a deity, and based on that deity's alignment, gains the power to channel either positive or negative energy. That's interesting. The channeled energy either heals or damages all creatures around the cleric. You say all creatures around the cleric. That can be very, very bad. Imagine you have your party defending the cleric, and the cleric just goes, yeah, I'm gonna damage everyone, and just nukes his own party. Can you see why I don't like clerics? And their gods in general. They don't learn how to friendly fire. They don't just smite that one evil person or the evil king. No, they smite the entire country. They're like an atom bomb, no control. Mind you, I'm not racist against the gods, it's just that the vast majority of them are like that. Friendly fire is on, yes, it's definitely on with them. Domains. Each deity provides access to several domains of power. A cleric chooses 2 of them. The domains grant the cleric additional spells and abilities, and can seriously affect their specialization. Okay. So the domain can change a lot about the class. I think I remember that in Neverwinter Nights as well. Domains were very important for the clerics. Spontaneous spells. Each time a cleric rests, they prepare a limited number of spells. A cleric can spend a prepared spell to cast either cure wounds or inflict wounds, depending on the kind of energy they can channel. Atsa, I just read what's down here. Prerequisites to be a cleric. You do not have this feature. Atheist. Look, I cannot pronounce it. Atheist. You cannot be an atheist if you want to be a cleric. We have gotten our answer. It was in the fine print down below, literally. Like, look, you actually have to scroll down to see it. You cannot be a cleric if you don't believe in God. It's literally in the fine print. Dun dun dun! I'm having way too much fun. I'm having way too much fun. In fact, just because I do want to wait a little bit for Echo, I don't want him to miss any of it. I'm gonna check a little bit of stuff on Twitter that he mentioned. Give me a bit. See if he sent me stuff. Okay, yeah, he did send me the clip. I'm not sure he posted the thing he wanted to post. Probably not yet. Probably later. Okay, going back. Oh, you are here. Excellent. Welcome back, Echo. I totally didn't plan for this. Welcome back. We just read the cleric, and we realized that there's this little fine print to the contract of the cleric. Doesn't have the following features. Atheism. I reply to someone needing some competence-inspiring people. I see. I'm glad you are doing the bard's work. Oh my god, this is... this game is going to change how I act, I swear. Yes, I know flying spaghetti monsters in this game. I mean, it said no atheism. It doesn't say in what gods you can believe. I'm pretty sure you can find the cleric of the spaghetti monster if you look hard enough. And if you really believe. Oh dear god, okay. Angel Fire Apostle. That's the name of the half. New spell, Competence. Angel Fire Apostles use the powers of good to avoid violence when possible, and cleanse both maladies and evil creatures with blinding flames. Diminish spellcasting. An Angel Fire Apostle is less concerned with traditional divine magic than many religious adherents receive. Receives 1 fewer spell slots at each levels. When he gets no spells per day at a spell level, he can cast domain spells of that level normally, but can only cast non-domain spell levels if he gets them as a bonus spell. Okay. Extra channel. Additional times. Channel positive energy, no matter what your god is, I guess. And we have several... Excuse me, resurrection. Can spend 2 uses of his channel energy ability to remove blindness or lesser restoration as a spell-like ability. Remove disease or paralysis, neutralize poison, breath of life, heal, restoration, and resurrection. Okay. So this energy channel thing is a lot more versatile than I expected. You're basically a half angel with this, like you can revive people. This is basically the Jesus class. Next, Crusader. Why are you not in Cavalier? What are you doing? Crusader serve the militant arm of the church, ready to stand guard over the religion's holy places and to be its swift, avenging arm against those who resist its truth. Never mind, you belong in the church. You are correct. You are where you belong. They gain bonus Crusader feats. Okay. And the list of set feats. Mostly weapon focus, I see. Demon Bane Priest. This is just the Exorcist. I don't even need to read this. This is the Exorcist. Angel Fire Apostle serving the God of the Dead, though. Some literal necromancer. I mean, you do know that in Guild Wars, the priests are all necromancers. You are aware of that, right? The only exceptions are the priests of the Fire God, who are warriors, mostly. But most of the priests in Guild Wars 2 are necromancers. They serve the God of Death. Like, whenever you see a priest in Guild Wars 2, they are literally necromancers, and during combat they will literally pull out a minion or more. And they'll be like, yeah, no, this is normal. This is everyday life. Why are you surprised? Yeah, Crusade-minded clerics train intensively to learn proper battlefield tactics to take advantage of the weaknesses of demons. Okay, demonic knowledge. A bonus on Arcana checks. Huh. Teamwork. Gains a bonus feat. It must be a teamwork feat, spell penetration, or greater spell penetration. Okay. How do I even pronounce this one? Ecclesiturge. Eshwing. I cannot pronounce that. I am so sorry for butchering it as I am. Physical armor for protection via the strength of his faith. Whatever that is, focuses on the miracles of his deity and the breadth of that deity's domain. Blessing of the faithful. Long and short. Proficient with the club, dagger, heavy crossbow, quarterstaff, and favorite weapon of his deity. But not proficient with any type of armor or shield. Interesting. Domain mastery. Are we getting into some Jujutsu Kaisen stuff here? Something tells me that demons here are going to be rather alien to the world more than anything else. Hence the discrimination to them. Well, you see, you say that, but we have literal tieflings which are half demons. So... but yes, the demons have their own plane of reality to which they belong. And even that one is divided into the 9 hells. I know that much from D&D. So, saying that there is discrimination isn't quite the correct word. They are literally aliens. But so are the gods. So it's like, damned if you do, damned if you don't. Bonded Holy Symbol. A bonded object can be used once per day to restore any one spell that has prepared for that day. Okay. Or straight up aliens. Yeah, they're pretty much aliens. Like, they live in a different dimension. Herald Caller. Unlike Crusader or Paladins, who charge headlong into battle in the name of their patron deities, Herald Callers are adept at calling powerful outsiders to aid their brethren in battlefield. Into summoning spell. Mighty Heralds. Your summoned creatures are more powerful and robust. Numerous Heralds. Superior summoning. More creatures. Every time you cast a summoning spell that conjures more than one creature, add 1 to the total number of creatures summoned. Yeah, literal aliens. Like, you cannot... Look at this. This is literally summon alien. Okay, Priest of Balance. Something that does not exist in the gaming community. My friend, I think your god is fake. Any mobs player, any Dota player, any League of Legends player will look at this guy and be like, your god is fake. Your god is a lie. He doesn't exist for me. He never helps. There is no balance. Life and death are two sides of the same coin called universe. Those clerics who do not give preference to either side and can compensate both types of energy in themselves become priests of balance. They are equally good at both giving and taking life, depending on how much their goals match with yours. So literally, they decide if you live or die. Okay. Yeah, he literally gets both negative and positive energies. This guy is the yin and yang priest. Okay, I think that's enough of the clerics. I've definitely had some good laughs there. Not as much as with the others, but it was good. I'm definitely gonna try and play one of them at least a little bit. Or maybe a companion priest, we shall see. I don't even know if the game has companions now that I think about it. It should. If it's a D&D game, it should have a party of companions. But I literally don't know, so... Druid. Druids are the guardians of balance, nature, and the elements. Wait, did I see it? I just noticed the difficulty ratings. Did I find anyone higher? Oh, the Arcanist is a 4. And the Alchemist, dear god. I wonder if anyone has a maximum rating. The Druid is also 4. They have access to the most powerful divine magic coming from their connection with the natural world. In battle, druids can empower their allies and animal companions, summon creatures to aid them, or control and weaken enemies. Quite a few prerequisites there, although it's all agreement based. Alignment, not agreement. Why do I call it agreement? It's alignment. The G is silent. Nature bond. The druid can form a tight bond to an animal to gain an animal companion who can wear barding and advance along with the druid. Alternatively, they can form a bond with a domain to gain spells and abilities it provides. Okay, that's a bit different from what I knew in Neverwinter Nights, forming a bond with a domain. Wild shape. The druid gains the ability to transform into an animal, gaining its attacks and abilities, thus becoming deadly in melee combat. As the druid advances, they learn to turn into more and more powerful beasts. Spontaneous summoning. Every time a druid rests, they prepare a limited number of spells. They can instead spend a prepared spell to cast a summoning spell instead. Okay. Blight Druid. The devoted servants of nature, corrupted, ruined, and destroyed. Blight Druids are the caretakers of lands ravaged by natural disaster. While some are devoted to reforming and reclaiming lands despoiled by the ravages of civilization, others seek out more reparacious violence inherent in nature and feed the creeping rot and decay that brings an end to all things. Okay. That's ominous as all hell. Wolf, leopard, small elemental, bear, medium elemental, blight blood. All diseases, natural and supernatural. Okay. Shambling mound. Okay then. Smilodon, I have no idea what that is. Huge elemental. Interesting, Plague Bearer. It strikes a blind druid with a touch, unarmed attack or natural weapon, or become nauseated. And attack the bubonic plague as a contagion spell. It's literally the plague doctor. You become literally a plague doctor who carries the plague. You were the one who was supposed to cure the world, not contaminate it. I trusted you. I can make some Star Wars edits with that one, for sure. Defenders of the true world. Some druids specialize in tracking down, diverting, and slaying Fey threats. Enemies of the Fey. These are little pixie hunters, am I reading this right? Time to call the Lobcore people. Yeah. Apparently these guys. A stalker. Dear God. Feybane. They literally hunt ghosts and other stuff like that. Still the same transformations, goddammit. Okay. Droviers view their allies and adventuring companions as a herd or pack to be protected and directed, with variations on that theme ranging from culture to culture. Okay. They have an animal companion, not nature bond. That's in communal aspect, what? With an aspect of a wild animal. They choose an animal totem and grant the abilities of that totem to every ally within 30 feet. Okay. I see. And it replaces wild shape. Communal aspect of the bear. Wolf. And use the ability at will. Okay. Interesting. Elemental Rampager. Some druids embrace the destructive aspect of nature and its elements, using this power to fuel their prowess in melee combat. They literally have claws. Okay, I'm fine with this. Rampage. I'm still hoping one of them will just be like, yes, transform into Tyrannosaurus Rex or Velociraptor or something like that. I'm probably not gonna get it, but I so want that to be a thing. Like, I've heard so many D&D stories of someone being like, yeah, no, our druid just morphed into a Tyrannosaurus Rex and started eating the undead. It was awesome. I want that. Is it wrong of me to want that? I kinda want that. Fey Speaker. Some druids hear the whispers of the natural world like Fey creatures do, and learn to mimic those tantalizing murmurs in order to influence the minds of both wild beasts and civilized people. These Fey Speakers are often touched by the Fey in some way, such as mortals who dare her to eat the food and drink of the wine while in the hidden halls of the Fey. Okay, I actually have a bit of a story about this, or rather a bit of a lore dump. So, you might have heard of the mythical realm of Tir Nanog, the realm of the Fey creatures, the pixies, the fairies, and so on and so forth. If one wandered into that realm and they had partaken of the food and drink, stories tell that you would be unable to return. You would be unable to leave that place, ever. And one particular tale that I remember very well, because there's even a song about it. There was someone who fell in love with a Fey elf. Of fair hair and complexion. They did fall in love, and she took him to Tir Nanog, where they spent most of their life unaging. Now, at some point he did leave, wanting to see his family again. She warned him not to go, but he was already gone, not heeding her words. What happened was that, without him realizing, centuries had passed outside of Tir Nanog when he returned. It was already the modern day. He left during the Dark Ages. And not only that, but the more time he spent outside, the faster he aged. They say that this story was told as he died in a hospital bed, aging very rapidly, without anyone finding this supposed Tir na nog. Or at least so the story goes. It's a pretty interesting tale. But yeah, this is pretty much what this part here is based on. Eating the food and drinking the wine while in the hidden halls of the Fae. They are basically referring to Tir na nog. Wild-shaped bear. Primal Druid. Primal Druids hone their spiritual and magical connection to nature's largest creatures, especially dinosaurs. Ladies and gentlemen, we have dinosaurs. Yes! Especially dinosaurs and megafauna. Oh my god, if I can turn into a T-Rex. Revering these massive creatures as living relics of a primeval time when all creatures were more in harmony with nature. We get a different animal companion. Wolf, leopard, come on, come on. God damn it. It's not here. I think the animal companion might be a dinosaur. I'm gonna guess this right here is a wait, primal size. No, it's just an enlarged version. Or so never mind. I hope the animal companion is a dinosaur. Wait, Triceratops Velociraptor. We can have a dinosaur. I didn't know I can check like this, but we can in fact have a dinosaur. Look, it's right there. Most animal companions increase in size when the druid reaches 4th or 7th level, depending on the companion. Okay. But yeah, we have dinosaurs. Okay, Primal Druid is on my list now. And hold on, that means I can see the other ones as well. Because there were others with pets that I couldn't properly see, and I had questions about. Hold on, where was it? No, Nature Mage. Arcane Exploits. Deity. No. Who was it? No. Animal Companion. Giant Centipede, excuse me? Giant Centipede. That's an option, okay. You don't have an Animal Companion. Now that I figured out how to check the Animal Companion, I'm doing that for everyone. You cannot stop me. Wait, familiar. Centipede, chicken... Chicken and duck. We can have a chicken or a duck familiar. Game, I don't... Developers, if you ever watch this, you have no idea how much happiness you have given me on this day. Thank you, sincerely. Just the fact that I can read this and know that it's an option brings such a smile to my face. My model is incapable of conveying. Thank you, sincerely. Oh god, where was I to it? Hold on. Wait, I had something else. Didn't I? You had Bloodline. That's the Bloodline again. Did I have one with... Wait. The Cavalier had pets. Beast Riders. Animal Companion. Okay, it's the same. Only dog and wolf. Wait, do you ride a dog or wolf because you're a gnome or a halfling? I think that might be it. In which case, that's awesome. But still. Order of the Shroud, Cockatrice, Lion, Star, or Sword. Okay. Animal Companion Horse. That's pretty normal, I guess. Yeah, so most of them only have the horse. Which is fair. Okay. We did see the druid and all that. Let's actually move further in. 2 hours. 2 hours and look how many there are left. Dear God. Ah, it warms my heart. It really does. I'm not even sure. Actually, no, I promise this. We will make the character today. I'm not sure how much we'll actually get to play because this is taking so much time. I regret none of it. But it is taking time. This is worse than I expected, but in the best way possible. Fighter. Wait, is this like the first one with just one difficulty? Hold on. Alchemist. Arcanist. Oh, the Barbarian was also one difficulty. Although to be fair, the... What was it? No, not the Barbarian and the Fighter. I think they are classic D&D stuff. So it makes sense why they're the more easy ones, because they're not specific to Pathfinder, I assume. So most people know them and they're basically your basic fighter. It's like the basic of the basic. Not sure what this... Melee combat, defense, support, magic, control. Oh, I didn't even notice these. So this actually kind of tells you what the class is good at. Or at least the basics of it. I didn't even notice the bloody pie chart here. Okay, I should probably pay a little bit of attention to it. But it is for the pre-made build. Okay. Before I get distracted again... Fighters are adept at physically damaging their enemies. They have access to a vast array of abilities which allow them to turn into either masters of melee fighting or deadly sharpshooters. Oh. So the rangers are incorporated in the fighters? Question mark? The fighters are also great at employing armor or shields, which allows them to become reliable protectors for their allies. However, they are unable to use magic, and their weak willpower will make them vulnerable to hostile magic. Yeah, that's usually the way it goes. Usually. Combat feats. The fighter gains twice as many feats as the other classes. Some of these feats are directly connected to combat abilities. They also have access to unique feats that increase their damage and chance to hit. Okay. Weapon Mastery. A fighter can choose a group of weapons and gain bonuses to damage and chance to hit while wielding them. As a fighter advances, they can either choose additional weapon groups or gain new unique powers. Hold on a second. Okay, for a second there I thought I was bobbing my head, but apparently not. And Armor Mastery. Fighters make the most use of their armor. As they advance, they reduce the penalty for wearing it. So there is a penalty for wearing armor. Good to know. Aldori Defender. The Aldori Sword Lords of Bravery are among the deadliest and most feared fighters of the Inner Sea. They have spent long years mastering the Aldori Dueling Sword. The Dueling Sword, you say? Pitting themselves against other dueling swords and all manner of weaponry besides. Their speed and reflexes weave a net of impenetrable steel around them, from which they strike and harry their unfortunate opponents. The most common form of Aldori dueling, and arguably the easiest of the techniques to master, focuses on evading damage and disarming foes. These sword lords prefer to wear light or no armor, trusting their skill for protection. So basically duelists. Let's be honest, this is basically duelists. Yeah, literally dueling sword. These are the guys who pull out a rapier and outrange the heck out of you. Yeah, like, look at the last skill. It's literally a rapier here. Kind of. Okay, that's not really a rapier, but you get the meaning. Armiger. I didn't know Raid Shadow Legends was in this, but hey. I'm making a joke, of course. Because one of the few videos that I have watched when Raid was popular was someone saying that the Armiger, which was a very low rarity character, was actually super bloody good compared to everything else, including some legendaries, and I found that hilarious. So, Armiger. Until the would-be Hell Knights... I don't see any Hell Knights here, where are the Hell Knights? Until the would-be Hell Knights take the trial, referred to simply as the test, in which they enter single combat with a conjured devil and either emerge victorious or die, they are known as Armigers. Oh! I see, so we are basically the apprentice who did not become a master. And to become a master we need to fight in a cage with a devil. I see now. So later on we become a Hell Knight, is what you're telling me. While this is a blanket term for all Hell Knights in training, including those training to become signifiers, okay, it also applies specifically to fighters who focus their training to become Hell Knights. Despite their lack of recognized rank, Armigers are skilled and deadly warriors. Most Armigers live and train at their order's citadel, working towards the day when they become full-fledged Hell Knights. These Armigers follow a brutally strict routine. They spend hours honing their combat skills against other trainees, obsessively studying in the Citadel's libraries, or memorizing passages of the Hell Knight philosophy, known as the Measure and the Chain. The Measure and the Chain. I'm pretty sure there's a different book written with that title, and it doesn't have so much to do with knights, but it does have to do with a certain chain and something very round. And I'm pretty sure the word torture also comes into play. And before Echo makes a joke about why do I know that, there is a lot of knowledge that I know which I consider cursed. And I was not the one who sought it out, but I found it regardless. God damn it. I did not want to be reminded of that. At regular intervals, squads of Armigers emerge from their citadel to patrol nearby cities or frontier lands, working to enforce Hell Knight law and their order's edicts. So they do have an order. Order of the Chain, the Gate, the God Claw, the Nail, and the Pyre. You know, I was joking when I said what I said before, but this might actually be exactly that. Like, I don't know what sort of order worships a nail, or a chain, or a pyre, or a claw that doesn't have something to do with what I just mentioned. This is a very sus class, that's all I'm saying. Studious Squire. At least they study. At least there's that. Weapon trained. Ardent. Difficult to sway from their beliefs. Replaces bravery. Okay. Dragon Air Scion. Okay, now this is interesting. Dragon Bloodline. Each Dragonair Scion can draw her lineage back to the influence of a great draconic progenitor. At first level, must select one of the chromatic or metallic dragon types. Once chosen, this cannot be changed. A number of Dragonair Her science abilities deal damage and grant resistance based on her dragon type. Something Eldar, Dark Eldar something. Yeah, Echo, basically that. The Armiger kind of reminds me of the Dark Eldar. They are called Hell Knights. I don't know about you, but that sounds sus. I'm not gonna touch that. Or maybe I will for an evil character, I don't know, we shall see. But hold on, because what about dragons? As a famous, relatively famous, let's say, YouTuber who's very enthusiastic about swords and the like would say, what about dragons? Let's find out. Once chosen, this cannot be changed. Grant resistances based on their dragon type as noted below. If a dragon air science takes a level in another class that grants a bloodline, the bloodlines must be of the same type, even if that means the bloodline of one of the classes must change. Okay. I wonder how much of a dragon can I be if I have a draconic bloodline. Dragon air sirens are martially inclined humanoid descendants of those influenced by draconic power. Do you go for his war cry too? I'm gonna be honest, I don't quite remember it. I know what it is, it's in my memory, but my memory is very foggy because I haven't watched Shadowverse in a while. At the most basic level I understand what you mean, but it evades my grasp, unfortunately, at this current time. It's that sort of thing. You know something, you are perfectly capable of saying it, you are about to say it, then someone else asks you, hey, do you know this thing? And you're like, God, it was on the tip of my tongue and now it flew away. The M word, part of a cat. You see, it doesn't help. It already flew away, it's gone. Come on, brain, function. I'm gonna have a drink. But yeah, I'll definitely add that to the list of stuff I need to research for this. Magical Latinations. Machiko Latinations? I cannot pronounce that anymore, I'm sorry. Brain fried. Unlike their sorcerers brethren, Dragon Air Scions manifest their heritage in ways more suited to strength of arms and skill than than arcane energies. Those who follow this path are often the children of mighty dragon-blooded sorcerers, and others who drew energy from their dragon blood, though they themselves might not exhibit spellcasting ability. Okay. Draconic Presence. Receives dazzling display as a bonus feat. He does not need a weapon in hand to use the ability and can use it as a standard action. You'll the end of that. Thank you, Echo. Definitely going to check that out. Also, I did, while you were gone, I did check Twitter for a little bit. I didn't notice the clip link. Thank you. I didn't watch it, but I did notice it's there. I'm gonna watch it after. Okay, I'm guessing most of the stuff comes from the draconic lineage, the bloodline thingy. That is interesting. Mutation Warrior. While most firehitters rely on physical fitness and rigorous training to achieve martial superiority, a few prefer to create and imbibe dangerous concoctions that transform them into fearsome creatures. Oh, they basically have the mutagen from the alchemist. Okay. Mutagen discovery. On the following mutagens: feral mutagen, grand mutagen, greater mutagen, nauseating flesh. Wait, what Bane? Oh, you said Bane. I was thinking Bane of, but then I realized, wait, Bane from the Batman series. I get what you mean now. This is literally Bane. I get it now. My brain caught up. It understood. Thank you. You are correct. This is Bane. I wonder if we find Batman. I wonder if one of these is just rich as heck, made up bloody magical armor to fight with. I swear, if we find something like that. Tower Shield Specialist. Okay, that's a bit more in line with normal fantasy, I guess. Many fighters believe the Tower Shield is a tool suitable only for troops on the battlefield, claiming it is too large and bulky to use in skirmishes or within dungeon corridors. Tower Shield Specialists defy those notions, of course, because they do not care about what the critics say. Using their massive shields with startling skill and incredible speed, they use these seemingly clumsy shields to perform daft maneuvers that confound their enemies. That has to be some kind of gadgeteer then. I mean, I'm finding a few that might just be that. I remember the Rogue, at least in Neverwinter Nights, had something very, very similar. So we might literally find Batman in here. I also found the Breakdancer of the Shield from Warframe in this one. Because when you tell me that they make a daft maneuver that confound their enemy, what I imagine is the Warframe maneuver of Sword and Shield, and you start to breakdance on the shield as you spin towards the enemy. That's what my mind went to. And that better be a move you can do. Because nothing is more intimidating than seeing a giant knight throw his shield spinning at you, and then he jumps on it and begins to breakdance as the shield comes barreling towards you. Nothing is more terrifying than that. You cannot convince me otherwise. I would rather he comes screaming at me. You are back with high hydration, Atsa? Very good. Excellent done. But yeah, that's what I imagine when I see this. That maneuver that confound their enemies. Yeah, breakdancing with a shield. Beat that. I dare you. I double dare you, you won't. Okay, two-handed fighter. Some fighters focus their efforts on finding the biggest, heaviest, most imposing weapon they can find, and training to manage and harness the weight of their massive weapons for maximum impact. This fighting school benefits only apply when using two-handed weapons. You need your own hydration? Understandable. Strong grip. Okay, on Sunder attempts and on disarm attempts. Overhand chop. Makes a single attack with a two-handed weapon. He adds double his strength bonus to damage rolls. Okay. Two-handed weapon training. That's as expected. Okay. Backswing. He adds double his strength modifier, of course. More weapon training, stronger grip. Pile driver. Excuse me. Is this the wrestling class? Because I'm pretty sure the other fighters did not have this. At level 11, as a standard action, a two-handed fighter can make a single melee attack with the two-handed weapon. If the attack hits, he may make a bull rush or trip combat maneuver against the target of his attack as a free action that does not provoke an attack of opportunity. Welcome back, Echo. I think I discovered the wrestler warrior. Because apparently he knows pile driver among his skills. Like what? Greater power attack. Devastating blow. At 19th level is the standard action. A two-handed fighter may make a single melee attack with a two-handed weapon at a -5 penalty. If the attack hits, it is treated as a critical threat. Special weapon abilities that activate only on a critical hit do not activate this if this critical hit is confirmed. A wrestler. Well, if holding a chair counts as a two-handed weapon, I mean, do you hold it with both hands? Then yes. I'm gonna assume the answer is yes. Okay, that was all of the fighters. Let us go to the hunter. Dear God, look how many more there are. Look how many more there are, Jesus Christ. Hunters fight side by side with their animal companions. They can use both melee and range weapons and deploy some divine spells that let them empower themselves and their companions. Okay, animal companion, we already know that to an extent. Bear, boar, giant centipede, dog, and elk, the typical ones. Animal aspect. Hunters can empower themselves and their animal companions with feats and abilities of various beasts. For example, a leopard companion can be empowered with a mouse aspect to make the enemies unlikely to hit it. Huh. Imagine a guy just carrying around a folding chair on his back in case he gets into a fight. Yeah, I don't see the issue with that. Teamwork feats, okay. Colluding Scoundrel. The Colluding Scoundrel is a canny and conniving skirmisher, manipulating her enemies and leveraging her allies for her own benefit. I'm pretty sure it just assumes my race to be... No, not my race, where is it? Did I... Where do I pick the gender of this thing? Oh, it's here. There we go. No, it still didn't change this. Why? Oh wait, that's why. I'd be dumb. It still didn't change it, never mind, it doesn't care. It just has her allies for her own benefit. Okay. Honestly, fair. We'll just go with that. Scapegoat. Are you gonna pull a Naruto jutsu on us and turn into a log? You just realized your previous message can be continued. And his name is John Cena! Dun, dun, dun. They never saw it coming. Yes, thank you. The only reason I know about John Cena, by the way, is because my third in command, back when I was a gang leader, and that was when John Cena just barely started, I believe. When I was still a gang leader and my third in command was very much into wrestling, he was also one of the strongest fighters in the city. But back when I was a gang leader, my third in command was very much a fan of John Cena. And one of the conditions for him joining the gang was that he can practice all of the John Cena moves on me. I hated John Cena for that specific reason. Ah, dear God. Just remembering those days makes my bones ache. Ah. Oh boy. I really felt the need to stretch after that one. Sorry for bringing back the painful memories. It's fine. It's that sort of thing where it happened so much, I eventually just got used to it. Like honestly, one of the reasons why I was so feared as a gang leader is because on the few occasions where I did actually fight, people would just hit me and they would take more damage than I did from them trying to hit me. And you might say, oh, but what if they went for your family jewels? What if they went for the place where the sun don't shine? They did. I've simply been hit so many times in those areas, I just didn't give a damn when someone weaker than my third in command hit me. Like, I was so used to being absolutely smacked and beaten that literally anyone who was not in the top 10 strongest fighters in the town was unable to deal damage to me. I just didn't care. I literally gained resist pain and damage reduction from being beaten so much. And I can laugh about it now. Honestly, I can laugh about it. Looking back on it, it's hilarious. It didn't feel that way back then. Let me tell you that much. It felt horrible back then. But now I can laugh about it. I can laugh about it sincerely. It wasn't good times. It was painful memories, but I can laugh about it now. So it's fine. Don't worry about it, Echo. If anything, it reminds me of some of the pleasant days as well. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Here's the thing, Gatsa. I actually hate that saying. And let me explain why I hate it. That not only is it false, but I hate it that so many people can look at my life story and be like, oh look, it didn't kill you and it made you stronger. No, I'm the exception to the rule. I'm the exception to the rule. I'm not the proof of the rule. Don't make that the rule. It's not the rule. So many people don't get stronger from stuff that just doesn't kill them. It just ruins them. And I've seen it happen to many people. Both people I care about and I couldn't help, as well as people who, honestly, if I tried a bit harder, or if I really wanted to, I probably could have helped. But believe me from the bottom of my heart when I say they did not deserve the help. What doesn't kill you will try to kill you again. I can agree with that one. What doesn't kill you will probably try again. We can agree on that one. That's a good one. I'll subscribe to that one. What doesn't kill you might try again. Okay. So, back to the actual fun and silly game. We've had the scoundrel, the Divine Hound. Various parasites and viruses don't kill their host, but not necessarily make them stronger. There, the whole debunk. Thank you, Echo. That's a perfect example. Some hunters specialize in hunting other people side by side with a loyal friend. What if this is the Divine Hound? Hold on. Yes, some murderers prefer to have animal companions to hunt down their prey. Divine Hound. I swear, some of these names are priceless, and I love every second of it. Okay, let's see a little bit here. Judgment. This is not an Inquisitor, why is this here? Okay, I guess there is something divine about it, but why? What animal companion can you have? A dog or a wolf? I mean, I guess the hound, you got the hound part right, at least. You don't have animal focus, well obviously because you're focusing on humans. Second judgment. Can use her judgment ability, she selects 2 different judgments instead of 1. Okay. I don't understand why it just keeps going up like that. Okay, Divine Hunter. While most hunters heed the call of nature and fight to protect its bounty, Some are inspired to serve a higher power. These divine hunters use fate to aid them in their struggles, and their fate infuses their animal companions, making these companions champions of their deities. So they're basically a mix of hunter and cleric. Okay, that's pretty straightforward, I guess. Forester. While all hunters have a bond with the natural world, a forester has a stronger tie to her environment than to the animals within it. Okay, that's an interesting distinction. While most foresters feel strong bonds with woodland region, the archetype functions well in other terrains as well. In such cases, a forester might refer to herself by a different name that more accurately reflects her chosen terrain. For example, a forester who favors bogs and marshes might call herself a swamper, while one who favors frozen regions might call herself a glacial guardian. As foresters gain levels and take on new favored terrains, they often issue such titles completely, viewing them as unnecessary and merely refer to themselves as guardians of the wild or champions of nature's will. But regardless of the name, their devotion remains. Okay, that's a little bit of an entire storyline right there waiting to happen, and I'm okay with it. And again, the description of the Divine Hound calls them Inquisitor, when the literal Inquisitor major class comes next. Yes! I noticed that. I noticed the Inquisitor is right here, waiting, judging us for the sins of the previous class. But this is an interesting concept of the Ranger, where he's more attached by the terrain he travels than the animals within said terrain. That's an interesting concept and I kind of want to see it explored a bit. I'm curious what they did with it, but we shall move on. Urban Hunter. Urban hunters help guards track down and apprehend criminals or spies, find lost children or disaster victims, protect animals from abuse in the city. Hold on. Are these just vigilantes? Are they just the superheroes of the town? They still draw their inspiration and strength from the natural world, marveling at how nature flourishes wherever the city allows. Dog and horse. These are just vigilantes. They are the local friendly man and woman that guard the neighborhood. This is just Spider-Man if he didn't have powers. Your friendly neighborhood hunter. Urban hunters are just foresters with locked-in urban territory proficiency. Okay, I like that one as well. But I still rest my case that this is just your friendly neighborhood hunter who didn't get bit by a radioactive spider. Oh dear God. Okay, I got a few laughs out of that one. Next. Wandering Marksman. The Wandering Marksman is used to divert enemy attention from him to his animal companion and then strike from a distance. Fancy way of saying, doggy, go and sacrifice yourself so I can shoot safely. I don't know about this one, Chief. I mean, I know it's more complex than that. I know hunters have used their pets for that and whatnot. But still. Okay, on to the Inquisitor. Inquisitors are their deity's weapons of retribution. They possess many divine spells, mostly using them to empower themselves and fight with a weapon favored by their deity. Depending on their specialization, an Inquisitor can be deadly in melee or ranged combat. Judgments. These are activated abilities that totally don't exist with a certain hunter class. It's brand new, I don't know what you're talking about. Give the Inquisitor powers of their choice. Unlike many other effects, they keep working until the end of combat. For example, the Inquisitor can choose to heal a small amount of damage each turn. Okay. Do we get to declare Exterminatus though? That's a very good question. Can we Can we declare exterminatus? We need to discover if that is an option. It is, I dare say, a necessity. Bane weapon. This ability empowers the Inquisitor weapon. It can be used several times a day. It can help deal a lot of damage, but unlike the judgments, its time of use is very limited. Okay, interesting. And solo tactics. Hold on. The character gains bonus teamwork feats that empower the allies who both have them while fighting side by side. The Inquisitor gains the benefits of these feats even if their allies do not have them. So basically he's the one-man army, he's just gonna work himself. Selfish little prick. Fate Hunter. Certain relentless Inquisitors burn with the special hatred for an enemy of specific convictions, and they stop at nothing when obsessively hunting these foes down. Oh great, we found the racist class. Like literally. Okay, maybe not specifically racist, but close enough. I'm making a joke, of course. Don't take that out of context, I'm making just jokes. It's all in good fun here. Okay, the Judge. The strength of conviction of some Inquisitors is so great that their one word can sentence an enemy to death while increasing their allies' power. If you don't have the equivalent of the performance, True Judgment. Can call True Judgment down on a foe during combat. Whenever an Inquisitor uses their Judgment ability, the Inquisitor can invoke True Judgment on a foe as a swift action. Once declared, the Inquisitor can make a single attack. If the attack fits, it deals damage normally, and the target must make a fortitude save or die. Hey Echo, is this close enough to Exterminatus? It's a one-person Exterminatus. But, you know, it's there. What do you think? The third judgment. There's 3 different judgments instead of just 2. Greater sentence. Okay, sentence. Wait, Bane is removed. Interesting. Sentence. The judge gains the ability to sentence target. As a swift action until the end of combat, all attacks against the target made by your allies deal additional damage equal to 1 per 3 Inquisitor levels. Okay. I think the judge only declares Exterminatus on one person. They seem to be the type of person that looks and says, that guy, that one right there. You see that healer? Annihilate him. We can work our way up the chain of command after that. That's what the judge feels like. Monster Tactician. I'm sorry, what? While most Inquisitors have learned to take advantage of the movements of their opponents and allies in combat, some instead summon creatures as a means of claiming strategic advantage, exploiting the mystic connection between themselves and their summoned creatures to impart a bit of their own tactical knowledge. An extraplanar dog, excuse me? This spell summons an extraplanar dog. Okay. Can cast Summon Monster 1 as a spell-like ability a number of times. An extraplanar wolf. Or 1d3 extraplanar dogs. Okay. A monitor lizard. Excuse me, monitor lizard. Is that just a fancy way of saying the guard watching the cameras. You just summon a house guard watching the cameras on his chair. Is that what's going on here? Okay, moving on. One D4 wolves. A dire wolf. Okay. What does this do? A lot of wolves. Because it should be working. Was that just me or... I see an unstable connection detector, which isn't good. Is the stream okay for everyone else? It seems fine to me so far. That was you, all is fine now though. Okay. If it's fine, then everything's okay. Back to the regularly scheduled reading stream. Extra planar red caps. I know what red caps are. At least I think I do. Because I saw them in... there was a small boy, but I'm online. Okay. I know what red caps are. Because I saw them in Overlord. And they are indeed very, very evil. I have no idea what Brahlani Azatas are. So that's... whatever that is. Extraplanar Soul Eaters if I am evil. Or Axiomites if I'm not. Extraplanar... I can summon Extraplanar Boogeyman. Or a frog giant if I am evil, or one Moravik Deva. These are some names I've not heard in a while. Goddamn boogeyman summon. Oh dear god. Okay. Sacred Huntsmaster. Some Inquisitors create a small, a strong bond with an animal companion. Oh, now Stream Elements is telling me that I'm live again. Thank you, I had no idea. I swear to god, technology sometimes. Where was I? Yes. Sometimes create a strong bond with an animal companion, and they hunt and punish threats to the fate as an awe-inspiring duo. When they work together as one, there are few that dare stand in their way. So I gain an animal companion. The standard selection, I think. Stern Gaze. Yeah, that's a skill and a half, just by the name. A moral bonus on all persuasion checks. Oh gee, I wonder why. They have favorite enemy though. Which is interesting because I'm pretty sure that should be a hunter trait. Hunter, I think the Inquisitor stole something from you just as you stole something from the Inquisitor. He's just looking at us menacingly. Yeah, exactly that. Okay, Sanctified Slayer. While all Inquisitors root out enemies of the faith, in many orders and churches, there's a select group of these religious hunters devoted to one goal and one goal alone: to terminate the enemies of the faith wherever they can be found. However, these sanctified slayers are given special dispensation to commit ruthless murders of the faith's for the faith's greater good. Other times, they're simply willing to take the initiative to revel in the zeal of such ghostly work. Studied target. SS. That's how you know it's a good skill. It's a high rarity skill. Nah, I'm messing with it. It's from Sanctified Slayer. At first level, gains the Slayer's Studied Target class feature. Chooses her Inquisitor level as her effective Slayer level to determine the effects of Studied Target. Okay. A sneak attack. Of course, why am I not surprised? Slayer talents. Okay. Tactical leader. Rather than pursuing their holy missions alone, some Inquisitors see the inherent value in working with like-minded allies to accomplish mutual goals. Leader's words. Tactical leaders are skilled at speaking soothing words that keep the peace and bolster their allies' resolve. A tactical leader receives a moral bonus on all persuasion skill checks, when used for diplomacy, equal to half his Inquisitor level. They don't have the stern gaze, but they do have a way with words, one might say. Swift Tactician. They still have the judgment stuff. Battle Acumen. Okay. Can grant his judgment benefits to a single other ally. Wait. I thought this was for... I thought the judgments were for enemies. But he can use them for allies? Okay. That's interesting. And we still get the you're gonna die now. Okay, that's fair enough. I don't know, this one kind of seems interesting. I'll keep it at that for now. Kineticist. Is one of the... Oh my god, it's a full star one. Yeah, no, this is a full star one. And it has one job. Ranged combat. It knows ranged combat. It wakes up dreaming of ranged combat. It brushes its teeth at range with ranged combat. It engages the enemy at range with ranged combat. And it shall savor victory at a safe distance. Due to range combat. Courtesy of range combat, actually. I didn't... My brain is frying. My brain is frying from too much enjoyment. If that can even make sense. The Iron Master is one of the most difficult classes to master. Thank you for telling me that. I didn't notice all of the dots. Yeah, F indeed. They are the masters of the elements, capable of creating elemental blasts with almost no boundaries. These blasts can be devastating to the enemies. Oh, and here I thought the blasts were there to, you know, brush their hair, make them look fabulous. No, it can be devastating to the enemies. Sure. Kinetic Blast. This is a special attack type. No, this is a special attack whose type depends on the selected element. Wait, are you basically a warlock? Do we not have warlocks here? We do not have warlocks. You are officially the warlock. I have decided you are now the warlock. Enjoy. Because I'm not saying that name again. They can be modified or empowered, and if a warlock possesses more than one element, their power can be combined. Create their blasts with bare hands, any weapons would hinder them. Yeah, it's basically just the warlock from Neverwinter Nights. And from normal D&D. I'm gonna assume there was a copyright issue or something. Because this is literally the same mechanic as Eldritch Blast. Infusion. These abilities modify the blasts. This is literally the warlock knob-off. There are two types of infusions, substances and forms. Substances supplement the blast with various effects such as the ability to ignite the target. Forms change the blast itself, for example modifying its range or area of effect. Burn. A warlock... Okay, fine, I guess it's probably for the best that I actually learned the kineticist name. Sheesh. A kineticist can briefly but significantly empower their blast by adding several infusions. This inflicts burn, which lowers their health until the next time they rest. Oh. Special abilities can help a kineticist mitigate or completely prevent burn. Okay, so not quite like the Warlock. You can literally burn from your own power. Okay then. Fair enough. To a blood kineticist, the water in a creature's blood is just like any other her sort, and she uses that knowledge to brutal ends. Are you just a bloodbender from Avatar? I think I found the bloodbender from Avatar. In fact, I'm almost certain that's what this is. Whack. Why does that seem so amusing to me? Just the idea of what? When I read that, I just had the idea that for some reason you require a skill to pick up a stick and just bonk someone. For some reason, no one else has the mystical art of bonking, except this person. I have no idea why that image is in my mind, but I don't mind. Can use the abilities. It's not even whack. Why did I read this as whack? Am I that tired? I'm gonna have a drink. I'm gonna have a drink. Rack. The name of the skill is Rack. Now I can actually read it. Evidently my ability to read has gone out the window a while ago. My ability to make amusing connections though, that's very much on track. Okay. So we have the waterbender from an avatar who had full-on blood bending. Dark Elementalist. Some kineticists who loathe to suffer the consequences of channeling their power study the darkest esoteric energies of the planes and use souls to fuel their occult might. The spiritual tortures that Dark Elementalists inflict upon their victims' souls are horrifyingly selfish acts, on par with the actions of demons. Ah, yes. I see. Soul power. You can choose to accept the burn you're doing. So raise the total number. It's a burn of power number. Okay, a lot of complicated stuff. Basically, torture others, not yourself, for your power. That's how much I understood from this. Elemental Engine. Some kineticists use the overflowing elemental power seeping to their bodies to manifest additional powers. Okay, burnout. Whenever she accepts burn. Okay. Elemental burnout. Greater elemental burnout. Kinetic Knight. A Kinetic Knight dons armor in threat range or critical multiplier of the kinetic blade, nor does it grant the blade any weapon special features. Okay. Up. Did the stream die again? Because I think it might have died again. Or at least Twitch did for a while. I think the game is trying to tell me, hurry the heck up. I'm not sure. I think the world is trying to tell me, hurry up. Look how many there are left. It's been like 3 hours. At minimum. Hurry the hell up. Okay, fine. Overwhelming soul. Some kineticists have such a powerful personality they can seize control of their element with their minds alone without endangering their bodies. Oh, literally mind over matter. Great. Overwhelming power. Yeah, that sounds about right. My god. And psychokineticist. I'm tired, boss. No, you are not tired, it's fine. As narrator, you are not tired, you shall function. Now get to work. Actually, no. There's something different I can do here. Get good. There, I have cast competence on you. Now work. Goddamn inspire competence. You'll take it? You better. You don't have a choice. I have used cast competence. You shall become competent now. While most kineticists channel elemental power to their bodies, rare kineticists channel such power to their minds. I thought that was literally what this one is. What's different with this one? Psychokineticists lack a strong spirit, so this energy ravages their mind but unleashes power locked in their ruptured emotions. Oh! So, instead of using the power of your own free will and control, you're having a psychological breakdown and everything breaks loose around you. Got it. I understand now the class. This is literally that psychic who cannot control their power and everything goes wrong around them. Understood. Sometimes a psychokineticist inadvertently unleashes his power when he experiences an outburst of strong emotion, potentially making a psychokineticist an outcast or even an accidental killer. Yeah, that sounds about right. I think I nailed it with that description. Next up, Magus. Another maximum difficulty. Magus is an arcane spellcaster who fights with a weapon in one hand and a spell in the other. Okay, that's not what I expected when I heard Magus. They are very effective attackers. You had to F5. Okay, no problem. I assume that's, I think it was refresh, right? But yeah, I'm not sure why I see unstable on the stream. And now it... I swear, this thing just wants to prove me wrong today. I say, oh, I see unstable, changes to excellent signal instantly. No, you didn't. You didn't see anything, boss. Everything's going right. Yeah, F5 is a refresh. I cannot be certain of anything I remember right now, because clearly my memory is in 5 different places. Most of them hilarious ones. They are very effective attackers thanks to a vast array of both offensive and defensive spells. However, playing this class takes a lot of attention and micromanagement. Spell combat. This ability allows the Magus to cast a spell within the same round as a weapon attack. It can be used if the Magus has both their hands full. So I cannot have a greatsword and use this. Fair enough. Spell Strike. This ability, you charge a weapon with a spell that requires a touch attack and then deliver it by attacking the enemy with that weapon. That's an interesting thing. Arcane Pool. The Magus possesses a pool of arcane energy that allows them to empower their weapons, restore spent spells, and use other special abilities. Okay, I got the general idea. Arcane Rider is this what I think it is? Yep. This is the mage on a horse from Elden Ring. You know, this is Gandalf. Gandalf had a horse, this is literally Gandalf. And he had a sword as well. Oh my god, Gandalf was an arcane rider. That was his class. We have broken the code. When a magus gains a special bond with his mount, he becomes an arcane rider. Magus and his faithful companion not only begin to think as one, but literally become one single arcane entity. They share one arcane pool and can move through dimensions together, excuse me, plunging enemies into confusions with sudden attacks from nowhere. Okay, when I said arcane rider, I didn't mean literally dimension hopper. What the heck this isn't Gandalf. Hold on, this is not Gandalf. This is the skeleton knight from Berserk. Can I be an undead? Can my race be an undead so I can literally be the skeleton knight from Berserk? Is that a possibility? We're gonna find out at some point if I manage to get to all of these in a decent amount of time. Armored Battle Mage. Many battle mages focus purely on destructive evocations, but to some extent their tactical studies to include use of a trident to protection of steel. These armored battle mages learn to move and cast spells even in the most restrictive armors, and have developed new methods to magically enhance their armor. Okay. Wait, why is the arcane pool different? There was no mention of the arcane pool, why is it different? Oh, they no longer have arcane weapon, but they have arcane armor. Maybe that's why. So they're basically the defense version of that. Okay. Eldritch Archer. Okay, now we're starting to get into the tentacle things. The Eldritch Archer rains magical attacks down on her foes. Range Spell Strike. I don't really see Cthulhu here, but I'm expecting. Or at least Ilnib Shigurat. Okay, Eldritch Scion. Unlike the typical Magi, Eldritch Scions do not study tomes of magic or spend time learning to combine martial and magical skills. Rather, Eldritch Scions find their spells and abilities come to them instinctively. Yeah, it comes instinctively, definitely not from an Eldritch abomination from beyond the plane of reality. No. That whispering in your mind, that's perfectly normal. Don't worry about the tentacles going into various places that there shouldn't even be holes to go into. It's all in your mind. Until it isn't, but that's part number 2 and it doesn't matter as much because you'll probably be dead at that point. And so will your enemies. Okay. Hexcrafter. A Hexcrafter Magus has uncovered the secret of using his arcane pool to recreate witch hexes. Okay. Adds all spells of 6 or lower that have the curse descriptor to his spellbook. 6th level or lower. That's not little. This Magi can hex friend and foe, curse those they strike, and expand their spell selection to include many curses and harmful spells. Okay. Hex Magus. At 4th level, small number of witches hexes. Okay. Hex Arcana. Any witch hex in place of a Magus Arcana. Okay, so they basically get hexes. While also having the arcane weapon stuff. As far as I can tell at least. Spelldancer. So I need to be an elf or a spelldancer, okay. The strong emphasis on wizards within the elven community culture influences how even non-wizard elves see themselves. Many elven magi do not consider themselves masters of a blend of martial and magical talents, but rather a subcategory of wizards who study the effect of physical movement and techniques upon spellcasting ability. They believe their ability to cast spells while fighting is an outgrowth of the concept of spell dance, which itself is just another kind of wizardry. So we don't have arcane pool, we have spell dance. Okay. Anything else that is dance of avoidance? Okay. Anything else that's greater dance of avoidance? And Sword Saint. Now if there ever was a class that screams, yes, this is the hero, this is the main character, it's Sword Saint. Which is kind of ironic because every single isekai out there, I've seen 2 of them where the main character has Sword Saint and is the hero. Everyone else, someone gets Sword Saint, everyone's like, oh my god, it's the Sword Saint class, he has to be the hero. And no, it's the main character who's actually the hero, even though he doesn't get Sword Saint. This is it's such a twist, but it's been done so much that I kind of expect it. A Sword Saint spends his life focusing his training and meditation into rapturous perfection of the use of a single weapon, which is usually not always a sword. Okay. Channeling his arcane might through it in a dazzling and deadly dance beyond the abilities of even the greatest of mundane warriors. So they have a chosen weapon. Perfect strike. Fighter training, lightning draw. Isn't... Okay, if I know anything about how this sounds and how the katana works in Death's Gambit, took me a second to remember the name, that's basically the EI draw, but made into a skill. So we have found the weeb mage. We have found them, everyone. This is the weeb mage officially. They have a katana. I know it's not always a... They said it's not always a sword. I'm pretty sure they mean it's a katana. And they're gonna correct us on it until they die on a pike. Okay. That was a little bit funny. The others were But yeah, it's an interesting class. I might play it as well. Monk. Summary of all the classes so far. I might play it. Okay. Monks are masters of the mother evidence of isekai protag. Yes. Monks are masters of martial arts, deadly in melee combat. They fight with their bare hands or with special monk weapons. A monk must have a lawful alignment or they won't be able to advance. Ah yes, the key power. Unarmed strike. Monks can make additional attacks when they fight with bare hands or monk weapons. The higher their level is, the more damage they deal. A monk can also choose a style that would grant them additional attacks and powers, such as improvements to armor class, weakening their enemies, and so on and so forth. Key power. A monk possesses a pool of key energy that they can use to empower their attacks or activate special abilities. The key pool refreshes when the monk rests. As the monk advances, they gain new feats and powers to use the key pool. Wise Warrior. Despite wearing no armor, monks can be strong defenders. They are very hard to hit, as their armor class gain a bonus from their wisdom ability. Okay, fair enough. Give me a second here. Okay, I think this should be better. Quarterstaff Master. Some monks focus their efforts on perfecting the way of one of the simplest weapons, a quarterstaff. They train until the quarterstaff becomes a natural extension of their own body. Okay, so basically, they become a Sun Wukong with the staff, is what I'm getting from this. Scaled fist, hold on, scaled. Am I reading this right? Stepped in traditions that traced their origins to the warrior monks who trained under the tutelage of draconic masters. Yeah, I was right. Scaled fist true passive introspection in favor of unshakable confidence. Scaled fists learn to combine brutal intimidation with the brazen ferocity of an ancient war to devastate their foes. Okay. So they're not literally dragons. Oh, never mind, there it is. Draconic heritage, it's here. It's after level 3. Brain style. Of the initial. Okay, so there's a lot of stuff here. What I have? Key power. More key power. Scale fist. Okay, it seems the dragon stuff only comes once. Sensei. The sensei is a revered teacher who imparts lessons on the oneness of mind, spirit, and body, along with the occasional corrections that is subtle and swift. Rather than using wisdom for his own benefit alone, he uses it to better those around him. Well, gotta go now. I love that I'm excited for the next stream of this. If IRL stuff would allow you. Let us hope that will be the case, because I do enjoy having you here, Atsa. You and Deco are very, how do I say this, very valued viewers of mine, and I do appreciate your input. And the same can be said of several others, including Zilius and Small. I do appreciate you being here whenever you can, so thank you for that. Rather than using wisdom for his own benefit alone. Oh, literally advice is a skill. A sensei advice is identical to bardic performance. Oh, and there we have inspire courage. Okay, so this is monk with the bard added in. Sohei. Sohei. That's the correct pronunciation. I just reminded myself of it. For a second, I thought it was the ninja from Slime, and I was like, wait a second, is this a ninja class? No, it's something else. It's a mounted archer. The Sohei are masters of the horse and the hunt. A monastic warrior, the Sohei are equally adept at combat afoot or on horseback. While skilled in arm techniques, many Sohei favor weapons they can use while mounted on horseback or against others' horses. Oh dear god, that's a lot of skills. Monastic mount. To grant his mount temporarily hit points. Okay, that's an interesting one. And you have the horse, of course. Mounted shield, mounted combat. Okay, so you get the mounted thingies. Got it. Okay, Siatsa. Rest well. I'm actually not sure if I should end the stream sometime soon, or do I just keep going and power on too, because there's so many left. Like, did I even do half of them? Okay, I think I did kind of half of them. Never mind, I did not do half of them. Bloody hell. Oh god, oh god. Yeah, this is gonna take a while. And I'm actually not sure how much energy I have in the tank for this. You know what, I'll do this one and the Oracle, and I'll leave all of the rest for next time. Because honestly, this is taking way too long. I am making a note of the ones that did draw my attention. And so far, honestly, I think the one I'm most drawn to is either the Blood Rager with the mixed blood, or... where were you? I think it was one of these that had something draconic as well. Was it the Magus? No, it was not the Mesa. it wasn't you either. Come on, where are you? There we are, the fighter with the Dragonair Scion. These two are the ones that I'm most tempted right now. Okay, next. Student of Stone. Oreed. What the heck is an Oreed? Oh, you guys! I know you guys, I think. I don't think you had the name of Oreed. I think you had a very different name. Hold on. Yeah, I thought you were an Asimar. Wait, Kitsune is a race. Kitsune is literally a race. What the? Okay, I'll just go back here before I get sidetracked for... This stream has been half of me reading and the other half me getting sidetracked or laughing maniacally. And I'm okay with it. But seriously, it's taking too long. Too long as in, I have other things to do and prepare. Oh dear god. I might actually stream this later tomorrow. Well, I say tomorrow, it's basically today, but much later. If I keep at this rate. Okay, Student of Stone. By following the path of stone, students of stone give up much of the monk's mobility in favor of sheer resilience. You are fine with part 2 of reading stream. Yeah, I think I'm gonna finish the monk, not even the oracle, I'm finishing the monk. And then, starting at the oracle, we're doing all of the rest next stream. I underestimated how much this is going to be. Oh my. On the bright side, half of this has been pretty much just the chatting stream. And that actually gives me a little bit of confidence for when I might do something like that. Because I'm gonna be honest, just chatting streams, it's something I want to do, but I'm also very scared to do at the same time. This gave me a little bit of confidence, I'm gonna be honest. Okay, traditional monk. Traditional monks walk the strict path of discipline which thousands of predecessors trod before them. They sacrifice the freedom. I think you better stop at the available classes. You can do the advanced one some other time when you pick them. About that, I don't think these are as... These don't have the thingamajig. See, it's not as big as it seems because these don't expand. So these are basically a one and done, if you know what I mean. Because they're already an elite of this. They're already one of these, basically. See what I mean? So it's not actually as big as it seems. But yeah, I'm definitely stopping after the monk. We will have reading stream part 2 of this. They sacrifice the freedom to choose their power in exchange for steeled willpower and the trusted set of traditional abilities. Yeah, fine, the point is still that. We can deal with elites when it's necessary. Yeah, but they won't unlock until much later. And I kind of want to have them all in one place, if that makes sense. It won't be all in one place because I'm doing a part 2, but you get what I mean, right? Yeah, it's kind of 2 parts if I do them as well. You can basically count this in all of these into 2 of these. And then there's about as much as I did this stream. A little less, actually. But yeah, I think we can do this in 2 streams, even if we include them. So they sacrifice... Yeah, I'm just gonna finish it. The last one, Zen Archer. Some monks seek to become one with another weapon entirely, the bow. The Zen Archer takes a weapon most other monks eschew and seek perfection in the pull of a taunt bowstring, the flex of a bow's limbs, and the flight of an arrow fired true. So they're basically the perfect archer. The way of the bow, yeah, these guys are literally the perfect archers. I just realized what these are. They are basically Kagome from Inuyasha. They are literally Kagome from Inuyasha. Or... what was the guy's name? Come on, brain. There was that overpowered guy that got summoned by a god that didn't want him. So she banished him, but another god gave him his power. And he's basically an archer. He was pretty much a Zen archer before, and after that he was a literal nuking archer. I remember his name was Makoto. I don't remember the series he was in. It was something Moonlight. Tsukigami Chimiku. Gata, mi-aminti seria. Seria, the series. Don't mind me speaking half in Romanian, it's fine. I'm just that tired, and we have just finished part 1 of the reading stream, because my god, this took a while. I deserve applause for that one, honestly. Which one is the applause? This one? Yes, thank you. I would like to thank everyone who has been here, everyone who has helped, assisted, and made me laugh uncontrollably. Thank you. Yeah, this was definitely a reading stream, and I'm fine with it. I am the narrator after all. I should honestly do more of this if I find something at least half as entertaining. Yeah, I'm gonna take a rest now. I suggest you do the same, Echo, because I do believe you had a stream. I'm sorry I didn't quite have time to check on it. I'm probably gonna do that as I relax. I hope it was a good stream. Well, I guess I'm gonna find out anyways, but yeah. And thank you again for the clips. I'm gonna check those out and share them at appropriate times so that everyone may know. Yeah, the ability to speak English is definitely going out the window at quite a rapid speed, far faster than the knights on top of the mounts. But yeah, thank you everyone for watching. I hope you have a wonderful night or day, whichever it might be. And I'll see you at the next reading stream. Maybe we'll actually get to see some proper gameplay. Who knows? Good night, everyone, and rest well.